That's right, buddy. Buddy Carfano says, no low ballers. I know what I got. That's an excellent start to the stream, I have to say. Buddy Carfano, you get 4 points for being the first comment at 7. You know what? I was impressed earlier. As soon as you put up the announcement, Buddy Carfano and Crash Road Runner Garage popped in.
Like within minutes.
Bang. At like around 4:30 today. So they're waiting. They're waiting. They gotta be here for the show. So
that's good.
Thanks, guys, for your support and encouragement. And there's a bunch of people who have been here early, but I'm going to read off the people as they show up. So I gave Buddy Carfano 4 points for being the very first comment.
There's a few people that have been here in the last few minutes. We should catch them too.
Well, they'll pop in and we'll say hello as they come in. Although Craig May.
He's new since I think he was in our last live. I think
he just
in the shop. Yeah, good. So
everybody welcome him in. We'll have to find out more about him.
He's from down under. See the Australian flag there.
Cutter Down Garage, Mexican Spec, our moderator. Welcome, Mexican Spec. Hope you're sending us some stuff with prices tonight, because it's with prices. That was an important element of tonight's show.
Oh, and the one I got behind me doesn't have a price. It's just a picture of an old car.
So, everybody who got here at 7, well, everybody up till now who's made a comment other than Buddy, who I have already ordered 4 points. The rest of you get 3 points. And how the point system works. Let's just get this out of the way. Is I award points when people do good things, like show up on time. And especially when like his brain and he's like trying to think of a name or a place or something like that. And
I'm old.
Just, like,
I can't always remember.
There's people in the chat. I love you for it, because I do it sometimes too. And as you get older, we all do it, right? Some of you are like hot on the trail. You're like, you'll do a Google search for us, or you'll you know the name, so you type it in faster than his brain, faster than his neurons can fire. And for that, I will also award you points. But I don't got a spreadsheet of all these points. I don't got a database of all these names, right? I'm not collecting your data, right? So I don't know. It's on your honor set. We're all honorable people here. I award the points. You keep track of your points. It works out great.
There's people that somehow magically accrue like
thousands of
10,000 points.
Oh, don't worry. We'll have our accounting department review any erroneous points calculations. We'll actually have AI rewatch all the streams and find out who's been awarded points. It's easy. Yeah, AI can track that stuff. That's exactly. I don't need a database anymore, because I have artificial intelligence. You know what? I think a lot of people who think they're intelligent aren't very bright.
I don't have artificial intelligence. I have real intelligence, and you can see how far that gets me.
I mean, if real intelligence only gets us this far,
I'm old.
Artificial intelligence,
I'm old.
It's dicey.
So I'm on the backside of learning curve. You just got to understand that.
Can we start a Kim Point coin?
Okay, so we already got the chat's already scrolled past where there's people we haven't said hi to.
No, I think we're doing okay.
Well, Kevin Smith's there. Luis is here. I don't know who's before Luis.
People are rolling in kind of slow. There's a lot of people who are
Cutter
at
Down
work
Garage,
or out in the shop or doing yard work. They can't get here on time. It's not a crime to show up a little bit late. We're fine with that. Not everybody stays the whole stream. It's really good for people to just stop in, say hello, maybe share some stuff, what's going on with them this week, and then bounce. I'm okay with that. It's not. I don't take it personal. Like, and there's sometimes people like I haven't seen Dr. Art in the stream in a while. You know, he's still a friend of the program. He's just not here every week. I don't watch everything.
He's a busy guy. He's a busy guy.
We're all busy people. You know?
Okay, so Barry Kuda's here. Hello. Olive just dropped in.
Welcome in, Olive.
Oh, she says, I'm getting Google FI ad and some AI thing I do not approve of. Okay.
I'm still awarding you your 2 points, Olive, because you told us about it. But yet there's sometimes people get advertisements for stuff that I will not endorse. I just kind of,
you left this out about your point system.
Oh, yes.
You award people points for when they tell who's advertising, who's supporting us.
If you get a commercial.
If you get a commercial, you tell us so.
Yeah, well, tell us about it. And even if I don't read it, you get 2 points. But you're supposed to like mention name brand. Don't just say ad for tools. Like we want to know. If it's a Harbor Freight ad, we often get Harbor Freight
Man,
ads.
Kevin,
If it's an ad for a specific company, throw out that name. Sometimes we get ads because we are a worldwide program. Sometimes we get ads for stuff in Australia that you guys never heard of, and sometimes we talk about it just because it's interesting to know what you guys are seeing, and also to thank our sponsorship. You
Kevin
know,
Smith says, no time clock since I retired at 40, now 64 years old. Retired at 40. Were you military or something? I wonder how you retired at 40. I couldn't do that. I was just starting to roll.
and not all of you have been here the last couple of weeks. We have increased our streaming format from 720p to 1080p. We were previously giving you 5,000 kilobits per second on average, and we are now at closer to 7,000 kilobits per second. And somebody's got to pay for all of those kilobits, and it's our advertisers. So we thank them, and I'm sorry you guys got to watch commercials. That's how the system works. There's no way we could pay for all of these kilobits. Where would we get that many kilobits if we had to buy them? We'd have to get like a tractor trailer load dumped in the front yard. I'd have to move them around with the skid loader. We'd have to bring them in buckets every night when we were going to stream.
Kevin Smith says, no retired, disabled, no military. Oh, I understand
Ooh.
that.
Early retirement on disability is no picnic.
And then
I'm sorry to hear that, Kevin.
Olive says, I do not want to advertise AI slop. I much disapprove. Yeah, I don't like AI slop at all. And then just so everybody knows that I'm not drinking booze, not a sponsor, but I don't buy name brand stuff. Kim bought this for me because she knows I like it. It is so good. Man.
Why are you drinking the little bottle?
Because I just wanted it. I just wanted it.
It's a special night. Do you guys have your snacks and your beverages? I don't have a beverage. I just had a cup of coffee. I shouldn't probably have another cup of coffee. I think I'm already up enough. So maybe I'll just get myself water, but make sure you stay hydrated. If you need to take a break, that's okay. We understand. Granger has been sending me ads elsewhere. I can endorse that. I'm getting so many scams. There are a lot of scams out there, but Granger is not one of them. They are a brick and mortar supplier of commercial, industrial, like
all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, they're all right.
When I was doing purchasing for a company I worked for, we did a lot of stuff, and I bought a lot of stuff from Granger for that company. And it was the thing about Granger, they always had stuff in stock. I mean, I never had them come back to me and say, we don't, you're going to have to wait. And quick shipping, had it the next day, almost always had the stuff the next day. So very, very reliable company.
Mexican Spec says no bathroom breaks during the live. Kim, listen, even the late night guys, they get a commercial break every 5 minutes, right? And they only go for an hour, right? And they're not even live. So that commercial break, who knows how long they really took a break.
I always wanted to talk to Johnny Carson.
And they get paid.
Johnny Carson or Jay Leno or David Letterman and go, how do you get through an hour without having to, like, hey, nature calls?
No, you don't understand, though.
They're sitting there like, ooh.
No, the show is not live. It's
Well,
recorded
but it is
live.
It is in front of a live audience.
Right, but if he walks off for 15 minutes, they just pick it up as soon as he gets back.
I guess.
See, they've given you a false idea of what reality is. Some nights we stream for 4.5 hours. If I need to go to the bathroom, he can handle it. You guys got this. Try not to be too tough on us.
We both don't leave at the same time.
Try not to be too tough on us. We're not professionals here. We're just having a good time with friends. This is community time. We are not in the shop. We don't have to get anything done. We do like to get through the emails. But
let's put up the email address.
Yeah.
So new people here can see.
Most of the names I recognize, but there might be somebody watching and not knowing the email address. And sometimes people just like to have a link. So
Craig May says, bad Chad fan every day. You know, I watch Bad Chad a lot. I used to watch it. I never missed one. Now I'm pretty busy, so I miss him a lot. But I still watch him. He's a interesting guy.
all right, so there is the link to the email account. And if you cannot see chat, first of all, if you cannot see chat, you want to see if you can figure out a way so you can see the chat, because it's a big part of the program. But I always remind him and myself, we're going to try and read names when we read comments, or read the comments aloud to you, so you can follow the flow, because there's really a conversation, not just between him and I, I haven't even told you who I am yet, but not just between us, but also between us and the chat. And the chat has conversations within itself. It's disorienting.
So for those of you who are new here, the reason the email address is put up, if you have pictures of something you want to send in, your car, your shop, yourself.
Yeah, real stuff.
A road that you like to race on, whatever.
Yeah.
Send it in, and we'll show it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we want to show
emails.
that.
I'm getting emails already. So go ahead, Kim.
Show us everything.
You didn't introduce yourself.
Make it
yet.
weird. Although we won't show the weird. Don't make it weird. Never mind. Just show us regular stuff. G-rated stuff.
Weird stuff I don't put up. You send me, yeah.
Chat's okay, but I like watching stuff get finished. Finishing stuff doesn't get views. It doesn't. Look at all these people who do the Will It Run. A Will It Run is just the very beginning of a project. Kevin Smith.
Oh, here. You ever watch, now can't think of names, Ian Russell. Ian Russell did TV a lot. And, on TV, they have, I don't know, in an hour show, they have, 38 minutes or something that's not commercials. And they finish a car in 38 minutes, and now he's just YouTube. TV stuff's over. So he was there with his wife talking on his YouTube channel. He goes, it doesn't take 38 minutes to build a car. It takes 2 years. He goes, so we work on this car some, and we work on this car some, and eventually we finish them. But it takes 2 years to build a custom car. And that's reality.
Yeah, and maybe that's why Chad never finishes.
And Chad does.
He finishes.
He chops the top or something. Then what bothers me about him is he pushes outside.
Pushes out in the rain and works on something else.
Just went out in the weather. But yeah, that's Chad.
And he's at the point in his career where he can do whatever he wants.
And he paints cars sometimes too. So anyway.
Welcome in, Hippie Long. Hippie Long chats on the phone and watches on TV. That's dedication. That is, right? Because there's people who would do either or. But I feel bad for the people who are watching on their phone, because we're just so little. How do you get to see the really good stuff? And then they can't see the chat. That's rough. It's not as much fun. But hey, we try to make it interesting for the array of viewers. And since I missed the introductions, I definitely got to do that. I am Kim of Kim Fixes Things. You can find my channel also on YouTube at Kim Fixes Things, although I don't do a lot.
And Kim does fix
all the
things.
Time. I'm very like I'll work on my channel for a little while, and then I'm back to doing all the things here at the shop with your host, Buff Del Campo of Buff Del Campo. You found the channel, and we are here with you tonight.
Have no fear.
Oh, Mr. Dougster's here.
Dougster's here.
I'll get back to that.
Okay.
We are live, not recorded live. We are here right now talking to you we are in flesh. You're in the chat, but from Clarksville, Tennessee, in our home studio, right? We've got one little web camera on a stick so that we can look through it to see your chat. And we've got 5 screens. He's got 1, 2, and I've got 1, 2, 3, right? And we use all of this garbage. Honestly, it's all just scavenged refuge that we were not using. Nobody watches the TV anymore. Does anybody still watch
So
TV?
we have a 55-inch TV turned on its side so it's tall. Right. And that's what the chat's on. It's out in front of me so I can see it.
And we have a bird's nest wiring harness.
Bird's nest of wiring.
Tying it all together into the central nervous center brain, which I control with this little clicky thing.
You got wire. You just pulled wires.
Yeah. It's a little haphazard around here, and I'm responsible to keep it all together. And how many nights do we miss?
So,
How many? Not too many. Even when the power goes out, I somehow pull all the levers. You remember in The Wizard of Oz, and they pull back the curtain, and there's some crazy person behind the curtain pulling all these levers trying to keep the show going? That's how I feel a lot.
see Tukey up there? I think Tukey likes Kim.
Well, thank you. Hi. Welcome in, Tukey. We like you too, I think.
Let's see.
Send us a picture of your project or your driveway or your cat.
Or yourself.
Something.
Cats.
Yeah.
I like
and
cats.
I didn't, because not everybody can see the chat. So if you want to send it, if you want to email us something for us to see live and talk about on our green screen behind us, like this red car, I believe you're seeing. What is this red car behind us?
It's a 1962 Dodge Dart.
Is it for sale?
It was a picture. It was just a picture I had that I'd snagged somewhere. It was a picture of like all these old cars, and I zoomed
It's
in.
not on theme.
I just,
It's supposed to be cars for sale tonight.
it was a
Guys, we
Good,
always
it was a
pick
good.
a topic.
It was a good lead-in picture.
It's a
I'm
pretty
sorry
picture.
if it doesn't.
So
Figure.
every week because I am so squirrel brained and he just tries to follow my lead, we decided that we were going to start doing, and it's been very popular, that we pick a topic every week for the following week, and we ask chat to help us pick one. And last week we came up with cars for sale. So this
So
is
you can
real cars.
You could send in pictures of any cars, but cars for sale are going to be kind of what we might talk about.
We always want pictures of your car, your project. But tonight, our general topic is cars for sale. And the stipulation was with prices. Because
Okay,
sometimes...
Your whole chat has gone by. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, are you missing stuff?
Yeah, that's like you're like miles of chat's gone by.
Is that the Clarksville and the Monkeys song, asks Barracuda.
Well,
Yes, it's tied to that.
It was actually, I know the history on that.
You've told the story about 50 times. Go ahead. It's
There
relevant.
are new people who don't know the
That's
story.
right. Go ahead. Tell it.
The
Sorry.
story was the song was written last train. The people that wrote it were driving through Arizona in this little town called Clarksdale, and the song was written last train to Clarksdale. But it didn't sound as good as Clarksville, so they changed it last train to Clarksville, and which is here. So, and there's a few Clarksvilles in other states.
I think there is a station here somewhere.
But yeah, there's no train here anymore, so that's sort of relevant.
Not really much of a hub.
So anyway, yeah,
Of-
that's.
Of local.
So everybody claims that this is the Clarksville the song is about.
Well, the last train went through sometime in the 70s when the Monkees made that song, so it's been pretty quiet. Pretty quiet. No, there are tracks, but I don't. Dang, my knee keeps hitting this table.
So let's see. Barracuda says I'm a cat enthusiast. I lost my last cat a little over a year ago, so we are catless right now. But it
We have
gives
lots
us
of bunnies in the yard.
we have a lot of wild animals. See, we live out. We don't really live in Clarksville. We live kind of away from Clarksville, so there's a lot of wild animals, and they're kind of like pets. If I have scraps of food that I don't want to eat, like something we cut off, I just put it outside, and by morning it's gone. So there's raccoons, and there's possums, and there's rabbits, and there's deer. There's a skunk. The skunk doesn't come around very often, thankfully. I don't know. There's some other animals, I'm sure.
What was the one that has malaria? Armadillo.
Oh, there's an armadillo.
Malaria,
around.
they don't really have, but they can carry.
So she saw an armadillo. I have never
Suckers.
seen an armadillo.
When you
She's seen it a couple times.
like when you spook a possum, they play dead. But when you spook an armadillo, they make tons of noise to try and spook you back. And they're good at that. When it's dark and there's banging, I like really loud banging, it's scary.
Turbo Tom, he's trying to get to it before it disappears. Just prepped a 2026 Ram 1500 inline 6 twin turbo, 75,000. 2026s. Wow. I didn't know the 2026s were already out.
with an inline six and twin turbos. 75K.
Well,
It
it's
must be a really nice truck. See, if I was
okay.
buying
I want to get
commercial trucks, I would not want my employees out in a twin turbo truck. So that's not a work truck. That's like a
okay.
performance
This
truck.
is just flying
What's
by, and we're
wrong?
not saying
My hair
anything to
looks
the
terrible
chat. We're
tonight.
not saying anything to the
We
chat.
are.
Okay, let's see here. I got to scroll back a little bit.
Oh my.
Turbo Tom, you work at a dealer. Yes, he works at a dealer. He
Yeah.
works at a Chrysler or Dodge dealer or something like that. Dougster, thanks to Amojan, just ordered shop trucks radiator 3-row downflow with shroud and electric fan for $338 out the door. Olive says
That'll be
there
good,
are
Dougster.
many kiddies who need a place to be. Yeah, I know. I'm skipping some of them. I'm sorry. Kevin Smith, feeling like a truck ran over me today. I had to crawl under a sink yesterday, fix a faucet. Yeah, I know what that feels like.
Being up underneath stuff is like the
Oh, can't
least
do what he
favorite
used to
thing.
do. You know what? Well, last night, while I was doing something that was treacherous underneath the side of the car.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
and you were trying to work in the trunk with bad light. It
oh
was
yeah, I
miserable.
worked it. We worked until 4:30 in the morning in the shop last night.
Well, we
So,
didn't make it sound like we started that we
well,
worked
no,
15 hours or
we
something.
went up there about what 10 or 11 or something, 10 o'clock in the evening, and we worked till 4:30 in the morning. So,
Well, we didn't talk about the new tools in the shop. Maybe
so
we
let's
should
see
wait for
here.
long form for
Kevin
that.
Smith says we have baby skunks under neighbor's porch. No stink yet. They're cute little boogers. Yeah, I've heard they're nice little animals if you can make them pets, but yeah, you gotta stinkify them somehow. I don't know. Just getting good with their mom.
I know
We have
armadillos aren't any kind of threat, but they
Oh,
just when you don't know that's what it is and it's banging stuff in the dark, it's scary.
Mama M3. We have armadillos in South Carolina. That's Colleen. She's here. Hey, how you doing?
Welcome in.
Uh, let's see.
Check out
Dugster says
Moparts, Mustangs, and minivans.
cars models run July to July. Yeah, but they don't hit the dealers till. I mean, they don't hit the dealers for the customers to pick up till usually till September, do they? Let's see. Uh, Josh Holman, good evening. How you doing? Does nothing special. Hey, good evening. Welcome to the chat.
Ram wanted to get as far away Mexican spec from the 2025 models, and they are also offering a 10-year warranty on the 2026. How do you offer a 10-year warranty on
They
a
just
twin turbo engine?
They just expect they won't be around that long.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't mean the dealer. I mean the truck. The truck will something will happen. They'll be 10-year warranty for the original owner.
They'll say anything to sell trucks right now. I remember when Kia was offering lifetime warranties. They needed to sell cars and they would offer anything that didn't cost them money. And a lifetime warranty doesn't cost them anything up front, right? It might cost them on the backside if they're still in business.
It says they are hunting. It just scrolled by. Oh, people are hunting feral cats in New Zealand, says Barry Cuda. Wow. Man, who do we? Oh, I know who it is. It's Tabo. He's not in New Zealand. He's in Australia. He's got, he likes cats. He does a live and his cat's sitting behind him during the live.
Put up a different picture, just to
okay. You ready to go to another picture?
just one, just to mix it up.
Okay.
So people who are
ready.
scrolling the timeline to see if we do anything.
I've got pictures already here from Mexican Spec.
Oh, it's a car for sale from
It's
Mexican
a car for sale from Mexican Spec.
All right. Well, he can tell us the details.
What does that say? It says car. I can't read what that says on it. But
Carib. I don't know because it's not a cabrio because that would be a convertible.
It
right?
says rabbit. Don't know what they call that in Mexico.
The Mexican Spec says Kim, the 10-year warranty is for the first owner only. Yeah,
that's what I figured.
I know.
Can you?
And usually new car buyers don't keep stuff for 10 years.
Can you shrink us down so we can see the pictures better?
Oh, absolutely. That's a good idea. All right, guys.
She has some controls. I have some controls.
Watch this. We can travel through time.
Oh,
Whoa! Look out.
that's a dyno room. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So
Or
we're gonna play.
I can make us little.
Okay, there we go. So
I
now
like
we can.
the studio. It's neat.
So now we can see this car the Mexican spec sent in, and he told me it has a surprise, or maybe he said that early in the. What's this Turbo Tom says? Lifetime warranty on Chrysler was in 2008. You know, I had a 2010 Dodge Caliber. And that thing had a lifetime warranty on it, and I wish I would have kept it. They put a transmission in it for me for $100. What do you call it? Copay is what I call it. Something. So anyway, I mean, I should have kept that car, but just because of that warranty. But it's gone now.
They're counting on it. They're counting on the fact that the people won't keep it, and then they won't have to pay any. You don't get money back.
Hippie Long says, I see no price. Well, you know one thing about buying Mexican cars, his price is probably steady, but because the exchange rate, that floats a bit. So it may not be exactly the same always, but you're going to know that. So I'm scrolling through this Rabbit, I guess. I don't know what they call it there. Should you be on your third front suspension if you had a Caliber? Man, my Caliber had 155,000 miles on it. I don't remember any suspension problems.
Well, yeah, but the cars since then, how many hundred thousands of miles? You'd be 400,000 miles on a car by now.
Well, it might not be my primary car anymore.
But I mean, $100 deductible on a ball joint ain't really saving you a lot of money.
Caribe? I don't know how you pronounce that.
Rabbit. It says rabbit on the seat.
It says rabbit right on the seat. And Luis says wabbit with a W.
I've owned a couple of Volkswagen Rabbits, a diesel one, a gasoline one. They were all right little cars. I was up in the north, so that you always fighting rust. I remember the one when you drove through water, you get a puddle in the passenger.
Okay, so what's this?
It's a VR6 dual overhead cam engine.
In a Rabbit.
That's an impressive engine for a Rabbit.
And look at the adjustable link between the top of the strut towers.
Is that what it came with from the factory?
I don't know what that is. Mexican spec.
It's got a GT emblem on the hood. I'll bet you that's a smoking little car. They're light and small. I'll bet you that goes. And it's got a manual transmission. I bet you that's quick. Wow. It's absolutely a 6, Josh Oman.
Can you believe that's in a Rabbit?
And there you go. Mexican Specs giving you a price. The price is $11,000 delivered to the border. And let me tell you, for $11,000,
that's a pretty good.
For $11,000, go find a car that's going to be quick as that.
Barracuda says in New Zealand they're called Volkswagen Golf. I think they are in Europe too. Are they called a Golf in Europe?
The Golf had a different.
The Golf here was different.
Arse end. The arse end was more bulbous, whereas the Rabbit was more of a hatchback. This is a really nice looking car. The seats look wonderful. Is that the factory interior upholstery? It looks lovely. There you go.
So Mexican spec. Does that engine, did that come in there, or did somebody do that?
Well, obviously the strut brace is an aftermarket kind of thing, but I did not realize they had a inline 6 front-wheel drive model at all. But I wasn't looking at buying a Rabbit the years that these came out. Is this a Mexican spec only?
Yes. He says, yes, Golf were in Europe. Rabbit was only used in the USA. Yeah, and later they were called, Mitch later, they called them a Golf here. Okay.
Mopar Mustangs and minivans send some interesting picks.
Oh, and Dean Stevenson's here.
Welcome in, Dean.
Standard Azito ad.
Oh, will you get 2 points for your Azito? Ozito? Ozito? Oh, did everyone see the news about Ozzy? Rip Ozzy Osbourne. He has passed.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
It was in the news today. So.
I have more to download so you can keep up the chat maybe. Okay.
Josh Homan says rabbits are gulfs. Why they use the rabbit name is beyond me. They probably did like a
Marketing people.
Yeah, a marketing thing. And people said, oh, I like the rabbits. But when I was young, in the 80s and early 90s, the Gulfs had a rounder back end for the hatch than the rabbits. Like the rabbit really had a pretty distinctive shape. So this looks like a rabbit to me. So
Oh,
it says rabbit on the seat.
Dean Stevens says, I'm on break. So listening. I'm all ears. Ears. That's two kinds of ears.
Ah, Dean coming in with the emojis, mini emojis. Good job, Dean. Rip Ozzy, says Kevin Smith. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
From Mustangs, Mini, whatever, all the M's.
My thoughts go out to his family. That's difficult.
So what are we looking at here?
That looks like the carburetor for a Tecumseh carburetor. And it looks like at least one of the screws is busted off. Okay, he's got it removed from the tank.
Okay, you got to tell us about this.
Yep. Where's your struggle?
Let me see. Maybe you wrote something in the email. I don't know. I didn't look at that.
Oh, okay.
Because I was a dummy. Oh, trying to work on this carb. Never seen one like this. That's what he writes.
Well, one of the difficulties with them is since they sit on top of the carburetor, they have a little pump, and they have to pull fuel up from the dip of the tank. And if I'm remembering this right, the long one goes to the bottom of the tank, and it has a little pump, like a diaphragm pump with a spring in it, and every time the engine sucks, it pulls that up, and it pulls gasoline from the bottom of the tank up to a little reservoir in the tank that's a lot higher, and then the other little dip tube draws from that through the venturi, right? And if the deep pump pumps too much, it just flows over and drains back into the tank. And the shallow pump has to have the right level so that the venturi can draw fuel through it. Now, the problems I've seen with those carburetors are either the diaphragms turn to garbage and they don't draw from the deep tank. And you'll know that's the problem if you can prime it with gasoline, just pour gasoline down the gullet, and it runs and runs and runs and then stops and then it won't restart. That means you're not getting from the deep part of the tank. The other thing I've seen is obviously you could get like a bunch of garbage in the pickup screen. So make sure your tank is nice and clean. And they don't clog. The venturis and stuff don't clog as much because there's so much pulling of fuel that like the dirt stays down. What seems to be the trouble? I'm real good with this kind of garbage. I worked on this
about
garbage my whole
about
life.
2 pages is scrolled by here.
Oh, I'm
While
sorry.
we're talking about carburetor, but that's okay. We need to talk about
people are just saying hello.
I know,
Professor
I know.
P's
Yeah,
here.
that's
Welcome
right.
in.
I want to say hi to Shane, Professor P, from Slant Daily Garage.
Hello.
Steve Edwards sent pictures. He's telling me he sent the pictures. You're next in line. I already downloaded them, but you didn't know that. So one of the things we talk about here sometimes, because it involves cars, is again We like this stuff. Some people do. Is the CB radios. Steve Edwards is a CB guy. He's also what's his name? Boat Anchor is his CB um, channel.
We were talking about him last night.
And he sent a picture here, so I want to bring this up. Trying to get my cursor in the right place. So he sent this. You got to tell us about this. He refurbishes old CBs. He gets ones and puts new capacitors in them and makes them, tunes them and makes them all like new. I got a CB from him. So, and he's one of our regulars here. So you might tell us something about it.
Well, while you're waiting for a reply from him, I want to talk to Mopar Mustangs and minivans.
And he's writing a note to you right there.
Somewhere on the motor, there's going to be a model number, right? And you're going to want to find reference information for a Tecumseh motor of that approximate size. And you'll know you found the right, usually the manual will have an exploded view and a parts reference kind of thing. And you'll know you have it right because it's the carburetor that has the tank hanging off of it. And you find something that's the right horsepower. So it's a 3 or a 5 or a 7 horsepower. They're all pretty much interchangeable to my knowledge. And then, search for a rebuild kit for a 7 horsepower Tecumseh. And you ought to be able to find, I don't know. I haven't worked on one for a long time, but when I did work on them, I was working on them all the time because those engines were everywhere. That was what there was. Any horizontal shaft motor was like that when back in the 80s. So I got a lot of them.
Luis, it's a CB radio, where you talk to other people. And let's see, Slant, Daily Garage, Buff and Kim, I sent you a text with what I'm working on. Okay, I'll get to that.
Awesome.
Okay, and then I'm going to
What'd you find out about the CB radio? Did he send that?
He did not say anything yet about this CB radio.
Typing letters. It takes time.
So we have...
Ren and Stimpy was crazy.
We have...
good stuff.
Buddy Carfano sent some stuff. I'm trying to... Oh, I see what it is. It's on Auto Trader. He actually sent the Auto Trader ad. So let's see how that looks. Kim, I don't know how you can... I guess that'll show up like that.
It will if you click on it.
That's expensive.
Well,
I guess it's a 66 Charger.
You can ask anything you want. Well, click on the picture. It'll get bigger. 66 Dodge Charger. A deal for someone at only $46,000.
So what happened?
There you go.
There we go. I clicked on it and it got bigger.
Do you want bigger images or?
I don't know. I want to maybe discuss it.
What do you guys think?
You can't zoom up. Oh, maybe you can do that.
I can zoom up.
Okay. I'm trying to find this. I'm like overwhelmed here. I'm sorry.
Uh-oh. You guys broke them. Too many things.
Shane Polito's sending stuff, and I'm trying to look at my phone.
Okay,
well, but I can't look at the phone with the glasses on. You get glasses so you can see better, but really you can't, so you got to take them off to see. Oh, it's a Plan Z transmission. Okay, so I'm going to try to... I can't put that on the green screen, but I can put it... Why didn't it download? I did not do something right.
Raw Dog, we did see that Ozzy Osbourne passed away. We already mentioned that. My heart goes out to his family. And fans, I guess if you really liked Ozzy Osbourne, it would be difficult. Shh, quiet. I'm doing stuff.
This is from... Now I gotta put the glasses back on.
The red on that Charger is good. It's resale red.
This is... We may want to make us bigger for a second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can make us bigger. This is Slant Daily Garage's... Oh, it's going to be kind of... I'm trying to get rid of the glare. Oh, look at that.
They transmission.
We're seeing through it because it's like greenish looking. That is the transmission for Plan Z. It is a... Slant Daily. How do I send for the green screen? Oh, send it... buffdelcampo at
Mexican
gmail.com.
Spec threw it out there.
Oh, good.
Buff
Okay.
Del Campos
Yep. Okay.
Gmail account.
Yeah, then we don't have to do it like showing on the phone. Okay, you can shrink us back down. I'm sorry.
All right. Put us back to the side. And we were looking at this. Wheels are too big and the tires too small.
Who said that?
I could see where some people would feel. Well, Mexican Spec would definitely feel that way. It does not look factory.
Yeah, Mexican Spec likes everything factory, but
I don't mind a set of wheels on it.
I want to tell you,
The front wheels do look a little big.
I have a message for Mexican Spec. He gave me some crap about my taillight being out on my Z sled, and he goes, "Yeah, those LEDs really worked out for you, didn't they?" Well, that wasn't the LED. The little socket was plastic, 47-year-old socket. It just crumbled. So I was able to find new sockets that are supposed to replace the ones I have. They're really close, but they're not perfect. You got to file a little spot on there because they have 4 little tangs and the originals have 3. So I filed that, put it in there, wired it up, works great. So it was just the the ancient old plastic crumbled on me.
Did you say hello to Tommy Hanlon? Did you see he stopped in?
People
are coming in. Sorry,
yeah,
guys.
I was
we're
pretty
trying.
busy. I was pretty busy here.
And
yeah.
Dougster says something about John Wilburn. Did John Wilburn stop in as well? Man, we're trying here. We're getting there.
John Wilburn called me today and spoke to me about a radiator, and he said he might stop in here, so he could be here, and I missed it because I was kind of doing a lot of stuff.
He'll say hello more than once, so let's hope. Guys, you'll have to cut us some slack.
But now Dean Stevens has made buffed up. Campo, he's giving me a backwards K now.
Big Steve. Now he feels special.
We could make it a backwards C. It's a backwards.
Mexican Spec says more sidewall is better. I mean, the suspension was designed and tuned for a greater sidewall to the tire. I think they started pushing the bigger wheels to supposedly save rubber.
Well, lower profile tires will handle better because the sidewalls aren't moving.
Mushy. Yeah.
But on the street, I mean, Jay Leno complained about this a lot on his Teslas. He'd hit just some irregularities on the road, and pow, they blow a tire because the sidewall's so small it'd just break the tire, So they have their good side and bad side. Some people like the way they look. Some people do not. I tend to like, I don't know, my car came with 14-inch wheels. It now has 15-inch wheels on it. They're not terribly big. I think it looks better. I think much bigger, it starts looking like it doesn't belong on that car. I don't know. It's an individual kind of thing. And I have more, I'm going to be paying attention to my email for a second.
Dougster was saying John Wilburn because you were holding your phone up to the camera like John does.
That's a John Wilburn thing.
Yeah. We try to be a little more sophisticated. We've got all this technology. We've got hundreds of dollars worth of technology here to try and bring you the real thing.
Can you shrink us down on your screen?
I can shrink it again. Yes. I just made it big, but now I got to shrink it down.
I know. I'm sorry.
Jeez.
I'm sorry.
It's so hard.
And then I can actually zoom that one if you want. But that is.
He's got the Cope Racing Transmissions valve body, I would say. Is it?
This is Plan Z's transmission. Shane Polito sent this, Slant Daily Garage. And so anyway, this is pretty cool getting to see
it's
that.
It's upside down. Can I rotate it? May I?
Can you do that? Oh, you can.
Bang. What's it say in there? I can't see what it says. Zoom in. What's it say on the valve body?
He sent me a downside up picture. I don't know.
Sidewalls puncture easily. Well, that's bad.
They do. They pop. And that's, I don't know.
They destroy rims on our garbage roads in Oz. Yeah.
You look at a race car, and they got really small, but they're on a clean track going around in a paved circle like Indianapolis or something, or they don't flex much and they work really well. But on the street, I mean, they might look good, but
see,
depends on your personal opinion. And
There's the school of people that build their car for a look, for a style, for a vibe, right? They want the donk wheels with the spinners. They don't care if it's impractical because they're made of money. They can do whatever they want. Or at least that's what they want to project to people is I want to look cool. Right?
but you bought me my wheels and tires because they look cool, but they're not.
But I bought them because the rubber wasn't worn out and horrifically dangerous like the ones that you were running.
See,
And the reason I got them was because someone else wanted to buy big dumb donk wheels to put on their car.
geez.
And so they had these old things that weren't to their liking just lying around that they wanted to give away for pennies on the dollar just to get out of their way. You know, when I got there, they had this big dumpster, right? And they were just shoveling this old dirty money into it that they didn't want. They were like, anybody wants this. They had bags of old dirty money they were just throwing away. They were like, ugh,
Kim, you're
we
going
don't
crazy.
want this. And they were like, do you want these old junk tires that have great tread on them? I don't like this style. I want them betterer ones, right? There's
Jeez.
a blemish on them. They have
Jeez.
curb rash. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I would never. Ooh.
I must have pictures.
Ooh,
here
I can't even touch them. They are just
What
gross
is
to
this?
me.
How did I?
And I said, I will take them away. I will take them away. I'll give them a good home. And now they're on his car, right? Not because they are the best style that we could ever imagine, because they were cheap and they are safer than what was on his car. Like, where is the practical sense that any people in the world have anymore? It's gone. It's out the damn window. And you know what? I'm going to profit from that at every turn I can.
That's a low band apply, lock up reverse pattern with trans brake.
Oh, that's a lot of fancy words. That sounds expensive.
And this is going in Plan Z. He does need a transmission mount. You still need a transmission mount because he doesn't want to run that transmission mount that has too many lightning holes in it. I was looking at that transmission mount. I think I could weld those up. what a lot of work. What a lot of work. You kind of are forcing my hand. Mexican spag. Oh, I don't know what that's about. Okay, let's see
Colby
here.
Queso's here. Welcome to the stream.
Yeah, Kobe Queso came in a bit ago, but it's like up there a ways. But
I'm
yeah,
sorry,
welcome.
I didn't say hello. I said it now.
Okay, so we have a bunch more pictures.
So it looks like it's coming together. Are you going to have this together for No Name Nationals? I know that was a part, that was, a hope of the plan.
No, Mopar Al got me covered. Oh, good. Okay, so Mopar Al had one for you.
What did he have?
I was just asking. See, Slant Daily he had, I don't remember where I saw the pictures. He put them up somewhere. There was or maybe he's on a short or something. There was a transmission mount that was in his car that had like all those holes cut in it to make it lighter. And he felt like it was probably
not quite safe.
Overly lightened.
Yes, structurally inadequate.
So, yeah.
6 Smokies. That's awesome. That's really awesome. I really look forward to seeing it.
So now we have, ooh, that's a little tiny picture.
Wait, what motor does he have in there?
Raw Dog sent this in. And he sent in more too, so.
Is it for sale?
I don't know, is this for sale?
Is there prices in the email? You got to
Okay,
slow
I
down.
gotta go look at the email again. I'm sorry, I didn't.
So, Professor Pitt, the thing I wanted
I'm
to
trying
ask
to listen to you.
Professor
I'm trying to
Pete-
read that. I'm trying to read this. I'm like
sorry.
overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed.
Take a deep breath. We're okay. We don't have to perform.
He has no details, just pictures. Raw Dog, you got to tell us something about this.
Tell us something about these. Are they for sale? That's the topic. But thank you for sending us pictures. That's better than...
So we have, but that's okay. I mean, if it's his car.
Mexican Spec loves the wood tape. Yeah. Yeah, you get vinyl stick-on wood. That's a good thing. It's just a random pick he found. Wagons are next week. Save them for next week. Next week is station wagons. So, yeah. Get out. Oh, that's a Super 6
There
engine.
you go with your Super Sixes. See, we kind of like Super
Yep,
Sixes
yep,
around
yep.
here.
It's very stock Super 6, except for that uh fuel filter installation. Man, they've got that. Look at that canister
Oh,
fuel filter right there. Look
oh,
right
I saw it. I see
there.
it. I see it. I see it.
Look at how tight the angle is at the top to
Yeah,
the fuel
that's
line.
been a bit
It's
tight.
like just at the precipice of bursting.
He sent in like several pictures, random pictures. Oh,
That's a
that's
nice
an
Cadillac
old
motor.
Cadillac engine. You know, my friend Vern out there in California, I always talk about.
You
He's
always talk
got
about
he's
this, right?
got an old Cadillac engine like that, but he supercharged it with a McCulloch supercharger, and he
Yes.
did a job on it. It looks factory, but I think it's that color.
So I needed to ask Professor P something before he
Okay,
bails. And
before he
hopefully
bails,
he's listening even if he's
he'll be
not
working in
at the
his shop
keyboard.
with his TV up there
I
watching.
know, but before he walks away, I had a question for him. I'm sorry. But he just had a interview with the Nelsons.
Yes, he did.
Okay. And they talked, and it didn't seem like they might even be able to make it to No Name Nationals this year.
Oh, I don't know.
And see, every time I ask about it, he's here. Okay, great. Every time I ask it, the buck gets passed. I asked John Wilburn. He said, I don't know, somebody else is doing it. You're allowed to do it, but somebody else is in charge, right? And I asked, um, I think I asked Professor P before, and he said, well, the Nelsons will have the fast car. And who is managing the 6-cylinder class? We don't even have rules or anything of the 6-cylinder class. And right now there's some call outs, but
Yeah, I'm not sure it's a class. I think
but
we're
no,
just
no, 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 no,
racing.
no, because people have put money in, people have made donations to John Wilburn so that we can run a 6-cylinder class, but there's no rules. Is it a bracket? Is it just who's fastest? And I think it should be a bracket, but I also think it should be a no box foot brake kind of class, right? But that's me, and it behooves us to make a class that includes the most people and makes it fun for those same people. And it's a little overwhelming to think, well, the Nelsons are going to be there with a car that's twice as fast as the average 6-cylinder car, and but if they're not even going, well, we don't even have to.
Well, the Nelsons, you know, they put a lot into their cars.
It's amazing,
and,
yeah.
and wherever they go, they win. So if they go to No Name Nationals, and they're racing in some kind of 6-cylinder class, the rest of us are racing 6 cylinders. The prize is going to be whoever comes in second
Well, see, that's the
because they're
thing.
going to win.
I don't think that's the right thing to say because if it's
Oh, it's
a
a fun thing. I don't know. I guess somebody's put money on it, so yeah,
well,
then it's
that's
something
the
else.
thing, right? If it's not the fastest car, if it's a bracket, it doesn't matter how fast your car, it's if you can run the numbers. And if it's a no box class, then uh you don't get the computer controls, right? So really it's just about having a street car that you know how to drive. And that when you tell people that, it can make them feel more like they can be included. And Kim, Shane is saying you were going to lose the 6-cylinder group. What do you mean? Gonna lose the 6-cylinder group?
What do we say? He says I'm here. I don't know.
Well, I didn't say I was gonna win, but I was going to participate in that group. Honestly, I'm more interested in being part of that group than being part of a regular, just open sportsman group because I'm not there to win a prize. I'm there to participate in something that I'm
Oh,
matched in.
he
And
says
obviously, I'm not doing Triple Crown.
he says I'm not passing the buck, but I seriously do not know. Okay, I think what
Well,
it was.
John Wilburn kind of passed the buck to you, which is not fair, John Wilburn.
So
But John Wilburn basically said, if somebody's willing to organize it, I'll make space. And everybody who might be the person to organize it has kind of said, well, here's some money.
so
So and I don't like to take things over, but at the same time, I'm willing to help. right? Because it's a community thing. I'm willing to put in a little bit of the labor there. And I already told John Wilburn that I'd put up $100, not as a donation through YouTube, so that I don't want them to take a chunk of it, but I'll put $100 on the line, and I would like to see a foot brake, no box bracket, 6-cylinder. Bam, there it is.
So,
That's what I'd like to see, but I don't want to exclude, like you're running a trans brake.
he says,
Would that upset you?
I will ask on my live tomorrow all the rules. And to me, it was just like, I've got a 6-cylinder, the Z sled, Mercury Zephyr. Kim's got a 6-cylinder slant 6 Dodge Dart, and it was going to be fun to run against each other. And then Dallas Brown has that 78 Buick with the V6 that's 198 cubic inches, I think, factory engine. And he said it'd be fun to run against us. It's like, okay, yeah, that'd be fun stuff. Just to go out there and do it for fun. I don't know.
Professor P says I like it, but see, that making it a foot brake thing is going to exclude you from running your trans brake, and I don't want to exclude people who want to be included. But in my mind, if you're running a car that has all of that, you're going to be more focused on some other bracket or some other, group.
Yeah, where the heck is Danny Boyd? He should be looking
See,
at this
he's
car.
bringing the Cookie Monster to No Name Nationals and has two
So, yeah.
call-outs. He's too busy to be to really be concerned about the 6-cylinder group anyways, and he
Right.
doesn't want to have to run something in addition, because he's already dealing
Cookie
with
Monster's a fast car. Yeah.
and he's already dealing with the Triple Crown, right? Okay.
So we have another car up here. Mexican Spec sent this in. I'm sorry, I'm crunching on a cough
Barracuda,
drop.
my Dart is a crew cab, 66.
Crew cab.
It's a 66 Dart. It's gold. It has a 225 slant 6. I think it's 40 over. So, and it's very fresh now. Last year it was a pollution belching, oil leaking slug, and this year it is running really, really good and fresh, and it's fun to drive, and we have a little bit of more tweaking to do, but it's really coming together nice. And there's some other people who have 6-cylinders in nice cars and trucks, and you could even bring your 6-cylinder street car. I mean, honestly, if you had like a 3800 with a supercharger on it, like a Grand National or something like that, you would own speed-wise.
Just for a second here. That's Kim's Dart. Oh, and that's my ugly van back there.
Oh, there it is. Thank you for bringing up a picture
So
of
yeah,
my Dart.
so I just found it. Yep, that's a
Do
picture.
I
That's
still
a-
have those wheels on? No, I have different wheels on the back now, and
Different
slightly
whe-
larger
you
wheels on
have
the front,
different wheels altogether, but that's the car.
and a whole different motor and transmission. Professor P says, Kim, take it over. I like the bracket idea. Run with it. You are the boss. All right. Well, I'm not the boss, but I will be the. I will. You know, some people aspire to power, and other people have authority thrust upon them, right? I'll be the go-to person. I'm fine with that. That sounds great. We've got 2 6-cylinder cars this year. And we already have a really good relationship with RC Industries, who's bringing a truck and has some call-outs going for other 6-cylinder people. So I will do everything in my power to make it an enjoyable class. And I will talk with John Wilburn some more about it so that we can get back to just talking about cars in general.
Mike Murphy says, Buff, was that the van the lady called you creepy in? Yeah, but that van is really rough looking right now. That was 10 years ago, and it was a shiny, nice looking van. And I had like a ladder in there and toolboxes and some airplane parts. And, she thinks I'm, you can imagine what she thinks. I have it to be a problem.
All right.
Okay,
Professor P says he'll talk about it with me tomorrow. All right. Well, I will be there for your live. They're back in the AHRA channel, aren't they? On Wednesday?
I don't know.
Is Dallas back?
I think he's still doing it. I saw it pop up. I thought it was still Slant Daily's
Okay, let's find out, and we'll get a link for the
Mexican
thing
spec.
tomorrow.
Maybe you can do this. Slant. I think it's Slant Daily already has his thumbnail up for the live tomorrow night. I think it was under Slant Daily Garage, and maybe you can put a link up here for it if you can find it. I saw it just before we came live here, so it's there. Anyway, I just gave Mexican Spec too much to do. Yeah, you're on your channel. Yep. Okay, so this is a truck from Mexican Spec. I got Mexican Spec too busy now. This is the inside of that truck.
Oh, is it a 3-speed or a 4-speed? What? It was a Ford, right?
It's a Ford. It's one you can't get in the U.S. I mean, unless you get one from there. Oh, Mexican Spec. Thank you, sir. And there's and now you can talk about this car, which is a Mexican-only Ford. I don't know what they call them, a carry-all or something.
Carry-all?
It's a Mexican-only
You
Ford.
got to send that
Ford
again
thing.
next week for station wagons.
So, I mean, yeah, if you want to get one of these, you can get it from Mexican Spec. And I don't know if he wants to put prices up on this one or not. He did put a price up earlier tonight on one. Okay, it's a 77 B100 carry-all Mexican 302, which is a good 302. From what I hear, the blocks are a little beefier, and of course they're not smogged. And then and it's 4-speed. And if it's old enough, which it is, you can get it into the U.S. without a lot of trouble.
Mexican Spec says it's not a wagon, though.
It's
because
not a
of the
wagon.
77 Ford B100 carry-all, which in Mexico is not a wagon. Not a wagon.
So I think that's, look at that. That's pretty nice.
There's his price. It is $12,925 delivered to the border. So that is pre-tax and import tariff type thing.
So that is, and that's a 4-wheel drive, right? Let's see. Is that a 4-wheel drive? Well, I'm looking at the hubs on the front, and I don't know if those. I don't know if they're just covers or if that's a 4-wheel drive thing.
It doesn't look like those are hubs.
I think it's just.
Usually, when it's 4-wheel
drive.
drive, they don't have anything over them. You can usually, I don't know, maybe. I think he would have said if it was a 4-wheel drive, he would have said, because that's a big selling point. Ford should have sold them here. I'm surprised that Mexico got them.
They
didn't.
They were built in Mexico.
I see. And that you probably never built to American standards.
Well, I remember seeing Mexican Spec on a car that was like from the 80s or 90s. I don't remember when it was. And he was going to deliver here. And he was over there frantically putting seatbelts in it because it didn't come with seatbelts in Mexico. So, what, in U.S. 1965 or maybe 1964, you had to have seatbelts, and in the 80s or something in Mexico, he's over there installing seatbelts before he brings it to the U.S., which I think is kind of hilarious. So
4-wheel drive is for snow usually. Is that really the only real reason why people buy 4-wheel drive? There's lots of 4-wheel drives.
This truck has no seatbelts either. Wow.
No seatbelts in 77.
So you're gonna put seatbelts in it?
They didn't have car accidents in Mexico.
Yeah, no car accidents in Mexico.
That's just our crazy Americans running into stuff.
I bet in Mexico, I don't know. I was gonna say people probably don't drive as crazy in Mexico as they do here. People here, I don't know. It's my current complaint. People here are so nice to your face, and they'll open the door for you, and they're so polite. They get in a car, and they turn into the meanest person in the world. They become just terrible. They got a tailgate, run with their bright lights on, and pass you with noise and finger out the window. Just amazing. They just change personalities when they get behind the wheel. I'm downloading pictures, Kim.
Okay, great.
Dog sent a lot of
Mike
pictures.
Murphy says that his Bronco only has lap belts in 68. That's right. In 68, in the U.S., you already had lap belts. My 66 has lap belts.
68, I thought, was when they first put these little clip-on shoulder harnesses that went on separately.
Well, maybe because it's a Bronco.
Yeah, maybe that was not on trucks. Maybe it was only on
by
passenger
77,
cars.
though, everything had 3-point harnesses.
No, Mexicans are perfect drivers. I just don't think they're as vicious as they are here. Andrew Button, Tennessee people are nicer than Colorado people. You don't hear they're nice, so nice, and hold the door and yes sir, yes ma'am, all this, but they get in their car and they just like
Oh,
boom, their personality changes. You
they
know, it
really,
just
yeah.
they become
Road rage.
just
Wow.
vicious. You know, and it's like, what is wrong? And I don't know. It's just the current way things are.
Yeah. People really, they really are nice here, and they'll be very sociable. Not everybody, but a lot of like cashiers at the grocery store and just people, they'll say something like, "Oh man, the heat today," or "Oh, look at these
Oh, is this
prices," or
this
oh,
is one I
they'll just
missed.
have something to say, and then you can have a little conversation with people. It's nice.
I
People are
missed
friendly.
this. This is one of the pictures.
Oh, of the
The
red
Mexican
truck. Yeah,
Mexican 302.
there you
Yeah.
go. Sure looks like a Ford engine to me.
Yep.
Looks very capable. Now, some of Mexican specs cars, they are super done up. This one's just
Just
original.
yeah, but considering 77, that's a year older than my car, and that's pretty good. You saw what the interior looked like. It's pretty nice,
Oh
you know.
yeah, the rest of it's been done up good, but the engine's just there, just chugging away.
Let's see. Who's this Tommy Hanlon? My partner lived in Arizona and said the drivers are so aggressive there. You know, I think it's the whole U.S. I lived in Arizona for a long time. The thing about Arizona is, man, I lived in Yuma and then Phoenix. Oh, there goes ads. Phoenix is way over here. Tucson's way over here. It's all desert. It's hundreds of miles between cities, and so you're on the road a lot on interstates, which are everybody's going the same direction. Hopefully, they don't come through the center divider. But yeah, I run into it more here, and it's the 2 lane roads with people at tailgate. People don't tailgate much on an interstate because they go around you usually. But
You,
yeah. Okay, so I've got more pictures here, and I know we have commercials coming up. So okay, so this
uh-oh.
is Raw Dog sent. Oh, that's a little tiny picture. Let's see if I can zoom that in.
I
We're
can.
gonna lose some resolution there.
Yeah, but even if I bring it in, it'll still lose the
Yeah,
resolution. It
yeah,
doesn't change it.
it doesn't change it. Okay, so I'm not sure what that is or significance of that, but I'm gonna start scrolling through his pictures. Oh, there we go.
That's a really nice resolution. That
Yeah,
picture. Is that a Cadillac?
that's a Cadillac that somebody's done some custom work to it, completely de-chromed
Look
and
at the reflection in the flow.
yeah, and maybe that's done. Maybe that's a AI picture. Maybe that's a real car. If it's a real car, it's pretty nice. And this is
Rendering.
a rendering, maybe. Oh, Rodox, these are all 50s. Yeah, look at that. There's a lead sled, not a Z sled, but what they used to call. I'm trying to get my head out of the way of it.
Mexican Spec says, I gave prices and I don't want to be the only one.
Well,
Yeah, we'll get through this list and then we'll move
these
on.
are not for sale. These are just ones
Just pictures.
Raw Dog sent, so I'm showing them. Oh, yeah, there's a 50 Ford.
Yeah, I think it's an artificially rendered photograph. Enhanced rendering.
There's a man. I remember those Mercuries when I was a little kid. This is before I was born, but not many years before I was born. So as a little kid, these things were all over the place. I remember they had the suicide doors, and when I was a little kid, I thought they looked terrible. Now I look at it, I go, oh, I kind of like that. I really like it. Uh, 50 Mercury, flathead V8. First car I rode in, came home from the hospital in a 53 Ford with a flathead V8. And it was a car that wasn't even a year old.
I like the front grill on that car.
59 Cadillac. Yeah, that's an expensive grill put together with 1,000 little pieces.
I'm not really a fan of that.
Okay, I'm not sure what this is. It's small. It's
I
another
don't know.
picture of that. Oh, what is that? That's also a 1950 Ford, but my head's in the way of the bullet.
I don't know. We're just scrolling through pictures.
We're just scrolling through pictures that Raw Dog sent. I don't know what that is. That's a Cadillac from something. I don't know why he sent these actually.
branded car.
I don't know why he sent all these.
Don't send us pictures that say all.
Yeah. These are all. Those are all.
Copyright.
Those are copyright pictures.
Yeah.
Okay, so I probably shouldn't even been showing this.
No, you shouldn't.
I'll get snagged for that. Okay. let's see, go through to my,
Dougster says that Luis has good taste because Dougster would like a Jensen Interceptor 440 6-pack, British racing green with tan interior. I think that most people would like that. I don't know that it would be my first choice, but I think most people would like that.
man, Mexican Spec just said here that he would like a 50 Ford, but with a 12-volt electrical system. You know what? Are you logged into how are you logged in right now as far as Marketplace goes? You're logged into yours.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe you could log into Marketplace and just put cars and maybe even search for 1950 Ford. I know there's one in there with a 12-volt electrical system that I looked at a couple hours ago when I was going through there, and I found the that thumbnail with the Barracuda 68 Barracuda on the thumbnail tonight. I grabbed that off Marketplace, which I'd also like to put up a link to that because at least then somebody gets some benefit out of me using their picture. She's looking.
Do not stare at me while I do this. It's going to take
Do
a
not
minute.
stare
You're
at
asking
you.
something special here. Go ahead and talk.
Yeah, you don't want much, do you? What's a Jensen Interceptor for? You can find them; they're out there, but they're sort of expensive. And you get a Jensen Interceptor, that's going to be a lot of work because they can look really good. But I am learning old cars that look really good. Everything I touch on that said
Was it
sled.
somewhere local? Was it like in Tennessee or what was?
Oh, I have mine set to like 1,000 miles or something.
1,000 miles.
Oh, no, maybe. What's the most you can do from there? Click.
250 miles.
Get that out of there.
Get what out of it?
Click that so you can get it bigger.
I understand.
Okay, yeah, probably 500 miles. Okay,
Oh
so
gosh, you're gonna wreck my
then
search history.
then go up there and just search 1950 Ford in the search box. Oh, you're gonna do it that way.
Don't look over my shoulder. Read the chat.
You're doing it differently than I do it, so I don't know. 1,000-mile range, damn buff. No, it's the furthest I can go is 500, so it's like 1,000-mile diameter. Well, if I got to go 500 miles to find something I need, when you got a 47-year-old car, you're gonna have to go 500 miles sometimes to get the pieces and parts you need. That's the way it is, Luis says, I want a 72 Lincoln Continental. Crashes Roadrunner Garage got a Venmo ad. Kim, does he get 2 points?
Yes, he does.
2 points. Did I miss anybody else?
Congratulations on your Venmo ad. Okay, what color is the car? Was it black?
I think it was blue. Scroll down a little more.
Blue.
No. Those are not 50 Fords, huh? Why do they put Chevrolets in the Ford search? And Jeeps. That kind of sucks.
What are we looking for?
1950 Ford. I don't think it was a 49. I think it was a 50. Could have been a 49. Could have been a 49. I like 49s too. Actually, I like 49s better, but they're almost the same. But the 49 has an external gas cap instead of a little door. So you can see that right away. And the
Was it a nice looking car?
Yeah, it wasn't a bad looking car. It had a Chevrolet engine in it.
Like this? It's a 51?
No, it was not a 51.
Okay, look away.
Look away. Well, I was thinking I might see it go by.
You won't see it go by. I won't mistakenly pass it up. Blue 50 Ford.
I know what to do. I'm logged in over here. Maybe I can pull it up on my side because I saved it. I saved it thinking about Mexican Spec.
Oh, good, because I'm
don't
about
know.
ready to
I don't
punch you. You're bugging me.
I don't know. I don't know if I have that on here.
Dougster would like a white steam car. I like the white cab overs, the trucks. I think they're cool looking. What are we even doing right now?
We're looking at you.
This stream is off the rails?
I don't know. Raw dog. That's got to leave. Yep, good. Thank you, Mexican Spec. Oh no, I'm not logged in on this computer. I don't even know my password. Blah. I'm not operating on my normal computer, so.
Well, when you find it,
Yeah, I know. It's not going to be
get
easy.
it prepared.
It's not going to be
Because
easy.
for some
'Cause
reason
I don't-
it's gone. Maybe it got sold or taken down, and it's not in the easy listings. And when you type in, when you haven't been searching for 500 miles and you suddenly search for 500 miles,
Okay, it
Marketplace struggles because it's a database.
messes everything
And you're
up.
asking it to do something
I'm
that's hard
sorry.
work.
I'm so okay. Well,
I'm
change
just
yours
letting
back.
you know.
Change yours back the way
I'm
you
just
had it.
letting you know.
I know it messes up your whole history.
Fine, because I had no specific plans for what I was going to do tonight on Marketplace because I assumed that we'd have so many submissions of people with cars for sale and with prices that it would just go so smoothly that I would have to do no work. That I would just hang out and have a comfortable chat.
I am not sure. I bet I'm not going to be able to find this because I can't log into my account because I don't remember the password because I never log out on my computer.
Okay, well then go on your computer.
Oh, what? Leave?
Walk away. Walk away. Go on your computer. Get the item number, address, and send it to me.
I'm starting to remember how it was written,
Oh
and I might be able to do this.
Buff, I won't be able to see the 12-volt electrical system. Is it difficult to convert that kind of a car to a 12-volt
Well,
system?
the thing is, it's backwards.
Oh,
Well, the
okay.
reason I knew it was 12 volts is because I saw the picture under the hood,
Right.
and that's how I knew you can see it.
I mean, I'm like the queen of retrofitting old stuff to something newer in a cheap way.
And
all fabrication all the time.
And the hard thing about the conversion is it goes from positive ground to negative ground.
Yeah, that would be a problem.
And of course, because it's lower voltage going to higher voltage, it has bigger wires, so you're not going to overload the wires because you draw fewer amps. And then you've got to change a couple of things, like under the dash, you've got to change the regulator for the gauges.
I would expect so.
And there's a few other things when you do the 12-volt conversion, but there were so many of them that, man.
I would think compared to getting a car like that on the road, switching up to 12 volts would not.
I think I found
Cookie,
it.
thank you for saying nice things about me.
I did find it. Now, how do I get this? I think I can just put this over there.
Mexican Spec says that his Instagram has cars for sale and prices listed.
Hey.
You found your picture.
That's it. Somebody
Okay.
and they have it listed as a sedan, but it's not. It's a business coupe. And the difference between a business coupe and a two-door sedan is the business coupe, the top is much shorter. You see where the hinges are for the deck lid? Sedan, the top goes back almost those hinges. Doesn't have that big space. A business coupe has an enormous trunk, and the back seat area is pretty darn small. So I'm going to scroll through these pictures. Yeah, you see where that top doesn't come back very far, and the trunk is just huge. That's a business coupe. And yeah, this is the car.
That's a nice looking restoration.
And somebody put a headliner in it.
Yeah.
That's something else I noticed. Because a lot of times you see these old cars, and they're really nice, and you look at the headliner, it's all hanging down.
Bare.
Or gone. Okay, where is it? Yeah, obviously a business coupe. Oh, yeah, and see, they're calling it it is a 49. You can see where the gas cap is there.
Yes.
The 49 has the exposed gas cap.
Is that so?
Okay, so here we go. My head's right in the way of the 12-volt battery, but it's a Chevrolet, and the Chevrolets go into these 49, 50, and 51 Fords real easy because the pan, the oil pan, the sump is in the back, like the flatheads. The cross member's in the right place. There's adapters that are available for the transmissions. So I don't know what transmission it has. So it may have the General Motors transmission in it, but there were a lot of small block Chevys bolted up to the Ford 3-on-the-tree transmissions, and it just worked seamlessly. And somebody's put power disc brakes on it. You can see the tandem master cylinder and the power brake booster. The only thing I don't like about this is they've replaced the fan with an electric fan, and the engine-driven fan will really pull the air through, but I don't know, maybe the electric fan's enough. So, but anyway, obviously it's a converted to 12 volt.
Mexican spec says that it's not a flathead, and that's why it's 14K. So I guess changing it over to Chevy motor is a...
Well, I've driven a lot of old Fords, and back in the day, most people put 283s in them, and I remember driving a 40 Ford. I put a dropped axle on it. I worked in an alignment shop. The boss, I was like 17 years old, and he yells at me, "Go out there and put that drop axle on that car." And I see a 40 Ford sitting out there, and I'm like, "Ooh, look." There's like a 3-inch drop axle sitting there. So I installed it, figured it out, installed it, and then I went out and drove it afterwards, set the toe on it, got it right, and it had a 283 two-barrel Chevy in it, 3-speed on the column, with an adapter to the Ford transmission. And that thing was so smooth and so quiet, was not real fast, but it was a very reliable car. And I remember that I was 17 years old and drove that around the block. I really felt like something. So, anyway, I've driven several of those old Fords with small block Chevys in them. It's just it's a nice conversion.
There's a lot of people that like the comfort of a small block Chevy. If you're going to drive the car and service the car, a small block Chevy, it's very easy and cheap to get parts for. And the flathead Fords they're frowned upon. Although originality, I understand, originality has its price.
What I don't like about this is he put an aluminum radiator in it, doesn't fit, and he made some little patch things on the side to hold the radiator in place rather than making a nice bracket. Just made some little, and that makes me wonder if the rest of his conversion is like little patch pieces.
He's sloppy.
And then
patched together.
And the heater hoses obviously curled around back to the engine.
My stuff is sloppy and patched together, and that's the way I like it.
So obviously the heater's bypassed. So
Mexican spec would hate everything I own. He would hate it.
But I look at that and I go, and it's got that external sun visor on it. That's a big deal in Australia. A lot of people run those in Australia, but it's a fairly clean car. The other thing you can tell with a 49, see there's that grill bar there, and there's some little turn signals at the end of the grill bar. And the 50, that grill bar wrapped around the fender, and the turn signals were little rectangular ones under the bar. So those are the things that really stand out between a 49 and a 50. Very little difference. But anyway.
Dougster says the small block Chevy is cheap and easy, and you can get speed parts at McDonald's. In the drive-thru at McDonald's, like, yeah, I'd like a 4-barrel intake manifold, aluminum for
Anyway, what's interesting,
small block 305,
is I was able to bring that up.
That'll be $1.99.
Okay.
Do you want fries with that?
So now I'm...
Yeah, I'll take fries. All right, that'll be $14.87.
That's what I used to tell people when they're about to get fired. You can't even operate a computer. How do you expect to work here? So why don't you're going to end up working at McDonald's. And I go, now you won't qualify for that either because you got to operate a computer. Oh, that was mean.
Mexican spec says I wouldn't hate it, but I would give you the side eye. That's fair, but I may have been my only hope for my car. I may have been the only... Look
at this.
Who sent that?
That's funny.
That's good.
That's from Andrew Button.
Look, and that's tonight too.
Yeah,
he just
did that.
AI generated.
And it came through. The name of that picture is screenshot. Okay, so he just did that, and we got that's a '63 Studebaker Lark, And I have a 61 Studebaker Lark, which is the same body. You know how you can tell that's a 63? The grill's different, but it was the first year for amber turn signals. And Studebaker didn't use amber bulbs. They actually used the amber lenses, which a lot of companies did. Yeah, I like that picture. That's a saver. Man, we're gonna keep that one.
Uh, Dougster had made several comments about converting a 6-volt tractor to 12 volts and how it was problematic. And to me, I mean, you wouldn't convert it unless there was problems in the first place.
Well, my friend Vern out there in California that has all the 50s cars and 40s cars and 30s cars, somebody talks about converting a 6-volt to a 12-volt, he gets mad. He goes, "Why? Why? Why? If you make it work right, it'll be fine." And you go over there to one of his old Kaisers and he reaches in, turns the key. It's got a 6-volt in it, goes, it starts cranks at a normal rate because he's got good cables in there and everything's working well. And he cranks, and it starts right up. And he goes, if you put it together right, it'll work right. You don't need to convert it to 12. Now, there's reasons to convert to 12, and that's because you want the new style lighting or the new.
What if I want a CD radio?
New radios and that kind of thing. So that's why people convert them. But just to make them crank at the right speed.
Well, yeah, and getting
if you
replacement
fixed
parts
it-
can be expensive and difficult sometimes. Or,
So-
you've got this old GM 12 volt just lying around in the field, and you're like, maybe if I stick that on, it will fix things. And it's probably not quite that easy.
My point is, there are purists that would rather fix it the way it was. And they did work the way it was.
It could be absolutely made to work. When it was new, it worked. And maybe it lasted 20, 30 more years.
I'm
just the way it was, and then...
I'm downloading some really cool pictures here.
Okay. 6-volt isn't great in cold weather. So would a 6-volt battery have less cold cranking amps? Or is it just hard to get a good 6-volt battery?
Say again, I was like reading two things at once.
Kevin
and you were
Smith
talking.
suggested that the 6-volt isn't great in cold weather, but I don't know why that is necessary.
I still say, if you got big thick cables, because a 6-volt draws like double the amps, So you got to have good cables, you got to have good connections, you got to have good stuff, and it works. But the 12, if you convert to 12, it'll probably work a little bit better. I remember 6-volt cars, and they were fine as long as you kept them up. But,
Craig May is here. I don't know if I've seen you before. Welcome to the stream,
Craig May has been here. He was in here before we even got started tonight. He was one of the ones that was prior to 7. He is from...
I'm sorry.
He
hasn't said much.
I think he's from Australia. And, he's talking about his XY Ute. Worked on his 302 Windsor, my XYU since 2006 He's still going strong. Craig, can you send some pictures in? We love pictures from down under.
We like those cars.
Down under.
We don't get to see them here. Although we do a little bit, because Tavo's here. He sends us generously. Here? No, but he's not here tonight. Frequently, he's a friend of the channel. He's here frequently. He sends us stuff.
Tavo's from South Australia, and he has Chrysler products. He just put a top on a 4-door Valiant because somebody had cut a sunroof in and done a horrible job. He tried to fix it, and it got all warpy. It's terrible. So he got another top, and he put the top on, cut it in the factory places. He just did a video that I watched today that he's got a bunch more rust. He's got to fix in the rockers on one side. So he's a guy that's in here a lot, and mostly Chrysler guy. And he's got a Ute. See, and Craig, what we want to do, it's my car, 72 Valiant, and one of our projects in the future, because we got a lot of projects, is we're going to cut that thing up, and Tavo sent me all the dimensions and everything for the Utes, and we didn't get Utes here, so I want to make a Valiant Ute out of that car. So here we go, another project.
Barrow's Garage says
Barrow's here. Hey.
6-volt is what led to positive ground. When it's run backwards, it delivers a hotter charge to the distributor to aid in cold starts.
Well, there's also a problem with corrosion with positive ground. That's a whole nother thing.
All right.
So it's something I'm not going to sit here and go over it because
That's a tech video.
people are going
That's
to
a tech
agree or
video.
disagree. But there were some corrosion problems at positive ground, and the British did it up through when? Which was our Spitfire? Is it positive or negative ground, or as they would say, positive or negative Earth? I don't know.
It was a pretty typical 12-volt system. There was nothing unique about it.
Oh, Craig says he watches him as well. Okay, okay, so you know who Tavo is? Yeah, he's been a friend of the channel for a long time.
Kevin Smith says he'll let us borrow his jumper cables if we promise not to start anything. We won't start nothing. Mexican Spec reminds us that people use 8-volt batteries in the 6-volt cars. And maybe that's what got people making conversions from 6-volt systems to 12-volt systems. They thought, well, more must mean better.
I forgot about that. When I was like first driving, 1970, there were still lots of 6-volt cars out there, and you could go in a parts store and buy an 8-volt battery, and you put it in there. Oh yeah, that'd crank fast. And so there were a lot of people had 8-volt batteries in their 6-volt cars. Then they didn't have to convert anything. I don't know if the light bulbs lasted as long, but yeah, they crank faster. Yeah, that was a common thing. These are from Hippie Long. Hippie Long sent a couple of emails, so I'm going to get to the first email first. I think this is Hippie Long's, and then I'm going to scroll through he sent quite a few pictures. Oh yeah, this is the back of a Barracuda.
Looking
Look
good.
look at how clean that is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is his Barracuda.
Is it for sale?
Oh, look at that. Looks like it's ready for an. That was probably what that engine was on the floor. I don't think it is. I think he's just.
Man, that's such a familiar A body layout. Everything looks just.
He's sending pictures of his own stuff, which I'm glad to show.
Oh yeah,
this.
we love to see viewer stuff. Like this is a real friend of the channel sending us pictures of their personal vehicle, and that's better than for
Kevin
sale
Smith
stuff.
says, "I just remember Mom's '54 Chevy not wanting to start in the winter because of 6-volt." Yeah, and it probably had little.
Was it because of 6-volt,
Well,
or was it just because it was cold and electrical systems are under stress?
And you probably start having little bits of corrosion problems. Oh, like our Jeep, it's an '08. Turn signals aren't working right. They're flashing like tick 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 tick, and the reason was because it was grounding through somewhere where it wasn't supposed to ground
Maybe
through.
we should switch it to 24-volt.
Yeah,
You think that'll fix it? That's because you're just running that shitty 12-volt system. You need more volts.
Anyway, so this is Hippie Long's cars, and I like these cars. I really like the one in the background there that he doesn't talk about much, because I'm kind of a Ford person.
I don't think he's working on it right now. I think he's working on the Barracuda, so he's prouder of it.
I like that. It's like a Hemi under glass, only it's a back seat under glass.
Andrew says, look, 833 transmissions.
That's the picture I liked, because I like that front end. I really like that front end.
That's nice. The stripe down the middle really dresses it up
and
too.
I don't know. I just like the way that's arranged with the running lights inboard a little bit and the grille bars and everything. And look at the tool he has there. That's really cool. Under the tires.
Oh yeah, the wheelie.
He can roll that car all around.
Yeah.
You ought to see us in our shop. Try to move cars around. It's like in and out, in and out, in and out. Steer, turn hard this way, and we're pushing.
You know what though? If we put your car on wheel dollies, it would all roll into the corner because the slab is sloped off this way.
Our slab is cracked a little. It's starting to
settle.
So it settles a little bit on one side, so it's not perfectly level. And my chair has wheels on it. If I move at all, I'll try to move this way. Instead, I go like downhill. And when you're walking on it, you don't even see it's downhill. When you're on something on rollers, off you go. What's this Amazon wagon in the back? Amazon, is that like a... Oh, it is. He's talking about that Volvo Amazon wagon.
Mm-hmm. Barrow says, when I convert a 6-volt, I actually don't convert much. The 6-volt motors hold 12-volt very well due to 6-volt having twice the amps of 12-volt. But to slow down the wipers, I use a ballast resistor because it drops to 8 volts. Yeah, it's not super complicated, and I guess you've got to drop the voltage for the dash and stuff. It's very doable.
Something we did with the airplanes, we used Rotax 912 engines on this one airplane. Giant friggin' drone that we were flying, military stuff. And we were the manufacturer. And what we did was that engine runs a 12-volt starter. The whole airplane's 24 volt, 24, 28. So when it's there's a different alternator we put on it for 28 volts. So it's 28 volt or 24 volt battery. So we just ran the starter on 28 volts. Well, you know what? When you go to start that engine, it goes, I mean, it's half a turn of the propeller. That engine was running. So you never run the starter motor more than a second, maybe. So you never hurt the starter motor. And everything else in that airplane was 24 volts. So you never hurt the starter with that. I'm assuming it's the same thing with a 6 and 12 volts. You crank a 6-volt starter with 12 volts, probably start the car right now. That's what I would expect. So
Olive says that Art is doing interior work on Scribbles, which is his Barracuda. And yeah, the red seats are going to look good. And then I also saw him, he was working on the cylinder heads for that 383 that we were down there helping tear down. So he's been a very busy guy.
There's a whole bunch more from Hippie Long. I'm downloading them right now. There's a it's a car I like.
Max Wedge Dick Dastardly says it's a sad day. Ozzy has left the building. Yes, he has. We talked about it earlier. Ozzy is no more. Cars back then had great personality. Yeah, they had personality. By now, they've definitely developed personality, I have to say. A car that old, it takes on a personality.
And in Hippie Long,
some good, some bad.
I mentioned the other car in the background that I...
you got me started. Now he's sending everything in.
Here it is. And I don't know if it's a Maverick or a Comet. I think it's a Comet looking at the wheel covers, but the wheel covers don't mean anything. So let's see what it is. That's a pretty clean car. Of course, coming from California. Yeah, look at that. No cross member.
It's a non-cross member car?
Well, look at... Well, I think they had a bolt-on tube on some of them, but the 6-cylinder Fords, they were that style body was kind of like that. It's a Maverick. It's not a Comet. It's a Maverick. I could tell by the taillights. And I can probably zoom in on that. Yeah, and see it says Maverick up on the front fender, but man, I like those cars. They had the same chassis, unibody, as like the old Falcons. Oh, look at that. Look at how clean that is. Man. Oh, and it's got a different grill in it. That looks kind of good. That looks really good. Non-stock, but it looks good. I don't know, Kim, what do you think of that?
Yeah. That'd be a lot of fun to work on.
So, you know what would bolt right in there?
An inline 6-cylinder?
My 6-cylinder.
Yeah, I'll bet you it would. It looks like it would fit in between those narrow...
That's what it came with originally.
Narrow well, yeah.
Okay, I'm still going. I think there's more emails here.
I'm sorry that I'm missing chat. It seems like if I focus too much on every chat that goes by, what happens is we start to just get flustered. Bear Rose says that generally the dash is all mechanical gauges. You just need the light bulbs and the fuel gauge, which is usually toast anyways. I agree.
Hippie Long says he forgot to say 10G for the Maverick. So I assume that means 10 grand. That means it's for sale for 10 grand. So this
there you
car,
go, with prices.
So this car, people want prices. It's not just his car. It is for sale with some pretty good pictures. I mean,
and it comes with the 302 and an AOD transmission, plus mounts, ready for a new home. There you go.
And that's a Central California car. He lives out there in the non-rust area
Yeah.
of California. Absolutely non-rust area of California.
Wow, that's amazing.
They have two things there. Well, they don't have one thing and they have another thing. They don't have rust
Yeah.
and they have, what are those little nuts he sends? Not cashews. What are those nuts he sends us? Pistachios.
Andrew says the car is the color named anti-establish
Mint.
mint.
That's right.
That's
I remember that.
That's funny.
So,
Silliness.
so yeah.
Motor needs installed. Well,
Well, it's a project, but it's a pretty nice project, you know. Little cough drops. So,
it's a more upscale project than I've reached yet. But someday I'm gonna go 10 grand. Let's buy it. We can put it together. That'll be a really nice car. Right now we're still working in cars that are
hey, Vintage is here.
down.
Vintage sent me something. What did he send me?
But we're still enjoying it. We don't have to spend 10K to buy a project car, but ours are not nearly so clean to begin with, and they won't be worth as much when we're done.
Oh,
Because patches and cobbled together. Oh my God, working on the air conditioning system on your car is
I knew Vintage sent me something, but it's not pictures. He was, because I'd asked him about business cards that had the QR code on them. He sent me how to do all that. So thank you. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Oh, and here he is. He's sending more stuff, sending pictures now. So I'm downloading the pictures. What did I do? I missed them. Here. This is from Vintage. Hey, look what's on the back. Look what's on the deck lid.
Oh, he's got CB radio
a CB
too.
antenna.
There you go. I will be right back. I have to.
Or it's an antenna to receive his ambulance calls.
Oh, that's right.
I don't know which it is.
It's a dispatch antenna.
Because Vintage is first responder. Kevin Smith says must be something in the water. All the early Maverick named their colors silly names to attract youth buyers. Yeah. It was just all the silliness of the time. Just like now, they do things that are supposed to be cool today, and 10 years from now, we'll look back and laugh at it. Now, that's a Chevrolet Impala, and I don't know what year it is. Let me see if he has a year in here. It's a 1972 Chevrolet Impala. And it has a nice big Class 3 trailer hitch on it. So you could plug a Stinger in there and probably pull a pretty good sized trailer with that thing. That's back in the day when you could pull a trailer with a big American sedan. You know. Yeah, Kevin says groovy. Everything was groovy. Josh Holman says, Kim just disappeared. She did. She had to go. I can hear the coffee maker going in there. But she ran out of coffee. And I still have my A&W Diet Root beer that she bought me. Vintage says, that's my 72 Impala sitting back down where I first saw it. The CB isn't installed anymore, but the antenna stays. That car has been in my family since brand new, so that's my grandma's old house. Wow. See, and I remember 72. Man, that's the year I graduated from high school. That was a brand spanking new car when I graduated from high school. Is it a 400 small block? You know, back then, you used to see 400 on the side, and they had 396s that were either a little bigger bore or something, but they were like 400 or 402 or something, and then they had 400 small blocks. So you used to see 400 on the side of those old Chevys. You didn't know if it was a big block or a small block. And that's kind of a weird piece of trivia from back then. Everybody's far out, far out. Vintage says it's a 350 car. The trailer hitch does get used to pull dirt bikes and three-wheelers. Yeah, it's a pretty nice trailer hitch. Barracuda says there's a GM Holden color called Barney's shirt. Really? Luis says, I want a 71 Plymouth Roadrunner race car. I can understand why. Man, I have a picture of one. Let me see if I should be searching for that when Kim's here so I can poke around and let's see. Plymouth. Let's see what I can find. Oh, I don't know if I can find it quickly. Oh, where is it? I'm looking through a bunch of little thumbnails. Here it is. Is this what you want? Is that what you like? Luis, is that what you like? Man, I knew I had a picture of that somewhere. The Daisy Flower Power Vinyl tops always made me laugh. You know, I never knew about those till I went to car shows years later in Arizona, and there were a couple of people who had them. Vintage says, can't leave the family. Yeah. 350 was the biggest engine you get in those cars in California. Oh, that's I forget about this California stuff. And I lived in California then too. Andrew Button says that car was available to 454 in our state. Vintage, I don't have any good pictures of a 71 Satellite yet. Luis says, thank you, yeah. Okay, I got more pictures of that car, Luis. I got more pictures of that car that I really like. Here's one. How's that for you? I think that looks so cool. Because they painted the bumper and they put that 43 on there. I think that's just, I don't know why. And it's petty blue, so I like it. That's just I mean, if there was ever a good looking race car, I think that's got to be it. So yeah, I agree with you, Luis. Okay, Rugrats. No, we're not doing Rugrats. Andrew Button, 71 B body is like an E body. More of the car is the same than previously. Arrows. I had it down to where I could totally rewire and convert an N-Series tractor in an hour. Project car truck without interior in 8 to 10. I don't understand
Hours.
That. Oh, 10 hours. Headlight to tail, dome to dash. Oh, okay. Yeah, Luis is gonna. I rarely put up with he likes, and I knew I had these pictures, so I kind of like these pictures. So I snagged
working hard on
I
the conversions.
I snagged these off the internet years ago just because I like the looks of this particular car.
But we're doing cars for sale.
I know, but he asked for it, so I put them up.
Who did?
Luis.
Luis, you're being very distracted.
No, I like this car, so he can. I'll put them up for him.
All right.
And then we'll get off of it. But right now, and I got a couple other pictures of this car. This is not.
Indecisive Garage is here. Been lurking in the background and enjoying pictures. Well, welcome in. Glad you made it.
I can't find the other pictures. Come on.
Indecisive Garage, I just saw something from you. What did I see you do?
Anyway, Luis, I put him up there for you.
Indecisive Garage is a pretty big channel. He's doing big things. I can't remember what it was, though.
Okay, so we're back to our viewers' photos while I was playing around. I'm sorry, Kim. I was playing around.
What was he doing? Oh, no, I genuinely feel like...
Josh Holman, is that a living room chair? It's what a living room chair.
I think they have using the seat. No, it's some kind of oddball racing seat.
So, oh, it says, I just wish those weren't so big. Great shape. Oh, there's another car you say is like the the 70 and 71 Thunderbirds. I really like the shape of them, although the beak on the front, I don't know. But I always said a 71 Thunderbird would be such a nice car if it was like 7/8 scale. Because they're just enormous. I think it looked pretty good, but it needed to be like a step smaller.
Buddy Carfano says that the cars that he sent have prices.
Oh.
Thanks, Buddy.
Oh, I forgot about Buddy Carvano's cars.
You didn't send
Thanks.
anything from
Oh,
Buddy?
yeah,
There's a big list.
Yeah, he's done a lot of stuff like last week, right at the end of our other show.
I'm sorry, Buddy. We are off track tonight.
Okay, so here we go. Buddy Carfano sent.
Josh Homan says that being big is what made them so good.
I suppose. I don't know. They were enormous cars. Try to park that thing. Okay, here we go. Buddy Carfano sent this AMX, 44 grand. Mexican Spec says the Thunderbird was downsized 19. No, because they made it all blocky, and that was okay, I guess. 1980 Thunderbird was a Fox body, wasn't it? I mean, I like Fox bodies, but I mean, the shape of that 70 and 71 Thunderbird, of that long tie, I don't know, it's just right, but it was like, you sit in them and it's like, you need binoculars to see across the inside of the car, I don't know, the Fox body Thunderbirds are okay, I guess. Okay, more cars from Buddy Carfano. I'm going to just keep putting them up. They're taking a minute to download. What is this? Oh, this is right off Auto Trader. Ooh, it disappeared.
See, these prices put Mexican Specs offerings into perspective now, don't they?
Well, yeah.
Because...
yeah, people look at Mexican Spec stuff and they say, yeah, it's too expensive maybe. But then you look at what it costs here. I don't think I've ever seen anything from Mexican Spec that's 42 grand.
I'll bet you if you wanted something, he could find it. Well, I mean, there's a certain type of car and a certain market that he's,
yeah.
But if you were looking to spend this kind of money on this car, he might be able to find you a Mexican example that's excellent value.
I've seen cars that he has that are this vintage, 63 or 4 Fords, that are like half that price.
Have you?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Maybe sometime we'll do an apples to apples comparison. Mexican Spec.
Straight Bullet says Fox body Thunderbirds were the best that they ever built. They probably were. I have to agree with that. I just don't think they. I actually think my car looks better. It's a Mercury Zephyr, but yeah, I mean, I wouldn't turn one down. That's for sure. Okay, so this, Kim, can you zoom in on this? Maybe I don't know if I can. What happens if I punch that? Does it get bigger? Oh, it does. You don't have to zoom in on it. Look at that. See, 55 grand.
I think I can zoom.
I got it.
On. Give me just a second here. I think I can make it better.
Well,
there we go.
I don't want to make it so you can't see it. Okay. So that's got, it's not a lot of miles, 54,000 miles, but that's a bunch of money. I don't know. Maybe some people have that kind of money to spend on a car that's that age.
If you think about it,
that's a pretty nice car. I mean,
it's if it is truly a Survivor 54,000 miles or fully restored in pristine condition, that's a reasonable price. It's a reasonable price. I mean, like, where are you going to get a car like that? For any price. So I've
okay, now that's
I'm not
too
in the
big.
market for
you're
one.
gonna have to back that off.
I understand what I need to do. Okay, I'll fix it and then I won't break it again.
Okay.
Oh, we're getting closer.
Still not enough.
Closer. Sorry, guys. Technical recalculation going on here.
Okay, and this is an eBay.
An eBay Motors. We haven't seen too much
68.
eBay Motors.
Yeah, where the heck is Danny Boyd tonight? This is like one of his favorite cars.
Is it? You see these around
Yeah,
in
Mexican
Tennessee a
Spec says,
bit.
I'm sure it's an original model car. Ha 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 ha. It
You know,
could be. I mean, you know. Oh, John Wilburn, is this Buff's online radiator shop? Yeah, we're going to have a soldering fest.
maybe we'll do
Goggles on
a
and
tank repair tutorial. You've always wanted to do that tank
that's
repair
like,
tutorial.
I used to joke around when I had a radiator shop. This is long before, way before all the automotive stuff on TV. And I say, you know the difference between a performer like a musician? A musician plays this song once and they get paid like 100,000 times from tickets. And me, I'm stupid. I sit there and I solder a radiator and I get paid once for it. If I want to get paid twice, I got to solder 2 radiators. If I want to get paid 100,000 times, I got to solder 100,000 radiators. Well, then, you know, Jesse James and guys like that came along and I said, man, these guys are smart. They're working on cars and motorcycles. They're getting paid 100,000 times for doing the job once. Well, now we can all do that because of YouTube. Pretty nice.
So some people are unsure about the price. Price is going to very much reflect condition, originality. You know, like for at that price, you're like underneath the car looking at, you know, are the is the overspray on the undercoating correct to the factory? Me, it's out of my league. I don't even know. But I mean, a car can be of that nice. These people might have scrolled through the pictures and
Okay.
seen that it's not what it's
So
meant to
now
be.
let's just look at this for a minute. Hey, thank you, sir. Oh, I don't have my Studebaker picture up there to blink the lights. So
Yeah, you never did
we're gonna
that.
put a UAV up here.
You get the
You get the
UAV,
drone.
the drone, or you can have the
Oh, you get the
giraffe. You
the
can
giraffe.
have one
You
or the
get the
other.
giraffe. Thank you, John. So
Oh, John Wilburn, I wanted to talk to him.
okay,
Can
but
we?
I want to finish talking about this and then go to John Wilbur.
But what if he leaves?
Don't leave, John.
Okay.
So this Cougar, the price is much lower than the other cars we just looked at. But look at it. It says here, runs. I mean, that's his description. Runs. Oh, project car runs. And then you look at it, look at the paint on the hood, look at the headlights that are probably stuck open. The interior's not bad. What else? It's got non-factory wheels on it that you may like, you may not like. The paint is rough to say the
Gone.
least. So
Missing.
for 10.5, you're getting a project. I mean, you look at that and you go, oh, all I got to do is paint it, but you know what you're going to find. Everything you touch is going to be probably a little bit of a project.
That's a
So,
$4,000 car.
I don't know. But
It runs really
it says
good.
right there 10.5 or best offer.
It runs really good.
But my point is,
Five?
that's not a $40,000 car, and he knows it, or she, whoever put that up there knows that. So anyway, that's my point. Talk to John Wilburn.
I mean, you could ask any price. All right, so John, Professor P was in a little bit earlier, and we were chatting just a little bit live here. So I have witnesses. I don't know who will attest to what I say, but Professor P yielded any kind of creative control of the six-cylinder class to me, not by force, but by like, well, he doesn't want to do it. And the Nelsons said, well, they're not really interested in it. And nobody else seems to want to like organize. So I guess I'm going to try and take the lead on putting together rules and, you know, general organization for that six-cylinder class. And more information to follow tomorrow night on Professor P or the AHRA stream. We're going to try and discuss it some more and get some better details. It seems like we're going to make it. Well, maybe I don't want to overstate. I don't know everything, but I'm going to try and get some stuff organized so you can speak more concisely about it and direct interested people to me. I'm going to talk to RC Industries and the people he's made call outs to. They're all six-cylinder people. And we have 2 6-cylinder cars and that type of thing. So we're going to try and make it a fun and interesting. I like it. Keep it simple. We can make space in the run order. So, yeah, I mean, it's another bracket. We won't take long. So, and the 6-cylinder cars are not likely to break. They're just kind of cars.
In the Buff Del Campo, email. We have contact information for John Wilburn, and
Yeah.
you can coordinate with him. That'll be really cool.
I think we'll know more by Friday, and we'll
Okay.
we'll talk to you before then, John.
So our I don't understand what they're all talking about this car. Okay, I'm going to put up another car from Buddy
That could be
Carafano
a really nice car.
that has prices. 80 Camaro.
Ooh.
See, there you go, 50 grand. I don't know if this is.
It says it has 32,000 original miles. Where do you get a 32,000 original mile
It
Camaro
does.
from 1980?
Somebody had it parked somewhere, or somebody put a
Hidden.
paint job on it and lied. I don't know. I would expect it probably is. Look
So
at
the
the
thing
look at
of it
the
is-
look at the dash. I mean, that's not a car
Even
that
if you have it parked in a climate-controlled garage since 1980, it needs a bunch of maintenance.
and it's a 4-speed.
It's a 4-speed. Wow.
That is but man,
It's
50
looks
grand.
really slick.
50 grand. Youch.
I mean, you can't. Can you build anything for 50 grand?
Oh,
these
look at
days?
that. Look at that.
There's the build sheet.
There's a build sheet. Well, this is somebody that's kept a car nice. They still have the build sheet
Yeah.
and look at under the hood. That's not redone.
That doesn't look like a restoration. It looks like a original low mileage survivor car. So I guess, there you go. There's your investment car.
There's a lot of pictures
If
of
you
it.
spend 50 grand on that car, would you do anything but drive it to Cars and Coffee?
What would you do with that car? You'd want a environmentally controlled garage or something,
I'd be afraid to drive it. Some idiot would slam into me with their
somebody would rear end you or something. Yep.
with their beater that they care nothing about with no insurance, and I would be just out. I would be out the whole thing. The
Okay. there's
insurance
the-
company would total it. I'd get half of what its real value was.
Okay. There it.
I don't know.
I can't really read that because the needle's in the way, but
The value's not there for me because I don't have that money anyways, and it's not a safe investment because I don't have a parking spot for it. Shoot, most of my cars are parked out under the trees. They're covered in
tree crap.
tree poo.
The stuff that the trees poo all over your car.
Where was I at the other night? I was like, would you like a lichen? There's lichens sticking to my car. I can drive around it. It doesn't even fly off.
Olive says that this 10 grand Cougar could easily be one of Kiwi's remedial rebuilds. Well, I look at that 10 grand Cougar, and I think it was 10 grand or best offer. Might be able to get it for a lot less than that, and that might be a good project. And it's on. Where was it? Let me because
Which
I think
one? That
Cougar.
that Cougar.
Let me see where that was.
Or
again.
that Pinto from who
Oops.
sent us the pictures of the Pinto?
I messed up there.
Was it Hippie Long? If you're looking for a really
I'm gonna bring
nice
I'm gonna bring the
project,
Cougar back up
there you go.
because I think that's actually something that
Somebody might
the body's basically straight. I scrolled through that looking to see where the seller was, but that's an current eBay. You could search eBay for that and probably find it. And it's 10.5 or best offer. And he says there, or she, needs restoration. Small amount of surface rust, no body damage. So that might be a darn good project for somebody.
Wow. Yeah. If that's the car of your dreams, there's your diamond in the rough.
Hippie Long says, I'm a sucker for T-tops. I'm a person that doesn't like T-tops. Every time I'm in one, they rattle and they vibrate and leak. I don't know. I guess there are T-tops that work well because there were a lot of them out there. Kitsy Fluff's here. Hey, how you doing? Man, I saw you sent me an email or text or something. Man, yeah, I gotta get a hold of you sometime.
Mexican Spec wants us to scroll down for the description. Let's see.
Okay.
Gig Harbor, Washington. So yeah, you were You were close, out west.
It's out west, but and Washington gets a lot of rain, but they don't get a lot of salt.
Well, just
snow.
because it's out there doesn't mean that's where
No,
it's from.
right, but it's not like saying Wisconsin or Michigan or something where you know it's going to be full of holes. How can you be full of holes? The hole is something that's missing. I don't know, but anyway.
Filled with holes.
So anyway,
Filled with emptiness.
Nothing lighter than a hole. So yeah, it might be a decent car to start with, but I'm just saying that's truly a ready for restoration. Not ready for restoration car that's just rust holes. That's something that's that's something
the
that
bottom might be full
probably
of
that can probably be worked with.
Buyer beware.
But I wouldn't buy it without
I'm not
looking
endorsing this car.
I wouldn't buy it without looking at it.
Right. Pull up the carpet and crawl underneath.
Let's see what else we have here. I think of all the one oh, here's a lower price one. Hero's biggest thing that irks me when selling a car or truck is when they pull out a Bono detector. What's a Bono detector? A hammer? I'm only asking $1,500. You pull that out, now it's firm on the price.
That and odometer freaks?
Yeah, well, if somebody's only asking $1,500 for something, you know there's going to be Bondo in it, or it's likely. Okay, so what is this?
It depends on where you're from, you know.
This is, I don't know where this is from.
Olive says, really got to see underneath on that Cougar. Absolutely. For that, for 10, there better be nothing more than surface rust.
Well, this is rough, but it's 3,500. It said GTO, but I bet you that's a Le Mans.
It doesn't look like it has an engine or transmission in it.
It says Le Mans on the back fender. But same body. But
there's no rear quarter.
Where? Oh yeah, there's some missing material back there.
Jeez.
We have commercials coming, so I'm going to stop for a second.
I'm not going to stop.
Luis says it's a 67 Pontiac GTO. It's a 67 Le Mans, which is the same body as a GTO, but it's not a GTO.
I got to tell you, people, don't get it twisted because you're in the car culture. There's a shortage of people who want to do the work on these cars. No shortage of cars in the raw form that need years of work to restore. You know, there's a shortage of dreamers, people who think they're going to do it. Dreamers with empty garages and filled pockets. Don't be caught up in this car is not. This car is not even worth. This is a parts car.
This car has a lot of rust on it, and that right rear quarter is a mess.
Look at it. Every panel on this car is damaged. Every single panel. If you needed like window glass, this would be a good parts car.
Look at the bumper. Look at the chrome on the bumper.
Look at it. Yeah, rechrome the bumper would put
That's not a rechrome job. That's a lot of work.
Put you out of house and home. There's probably parts on this car that are good parts, but no. This is not a good project start.
Oh, this is an Auto Trader.
This is not a good parts.
That's a lot of money for what it is.
It's not. It's stupid. This is a pick apart car.
I would bet Mexican Spec could find you similar car in Mexico that is drivable and pretty nice without any rust on it.
The money that you would have to put into it, just put towards a better starting point. This is beyond rescue. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
Here's a car. I like the cars, but this particular one, wow.
Andrew Busson, they're saying GTO because they're trying to appeal to a buyer that might find that piece of garbage even remotely interesting.
But I agree with him. They shouldn't put GTO.
No, they shouldn't.
Just
like we shouldn't put hashtags for stuff that ain't real in our video descriptions.
Well.
Uh-huh.
You get on me about that.
I do. I don't
Yeah,
mind
my hashtags will say cars. There'll be a whole list of cars that we work on.
They say a lot of things.
But that particular video maybe doesn't have that car in it, but it's cars we have, and if you start looking at our videos, yeah, those cars are all in our videos.
They're trying to reach their market, and GTO owners might find parts off of
Oh, there you go. I'd say that's some rust there.
is that?
And it says 61, and clearly, I'll move my head down. I know my Corvairs. That's a 1960, not a 61. So,
If that car has a good title, it might be a good title donor. Those cars aren't even that valuable, are they?
look at the windshield.
I know, but I'm saying, like, if you fix that car all up, what would it be worth?
You'd have to like it yourself. And look what's right behind it is a second gen that's in pretty bad shape too. Whoever this is, Classic 127. Well, Classic 127 has 100% positive, so, and for $800, that might have all the stuff you need on it for years. I don't know.
If it has a good running engine, it might be worth $800.
It's a California car. Amazing. It has that much rust in California. I wonder
Good
where it's
God,
from in
man.
California.
Good God. Get it off the screen.
Get it off the screen. Yeah, look at the rocker. Look at the rocker. It's gone. Yeah. Ooh.
I'm sure there's it's a parts car. And it's not even a very...
You can see they were towing it.
Yeah.
From the back.
They've got the
because they
seat
got
belts.
steering wheels tied.
Yeah, I mean, there's people who like Corvairs,
Nice windshield.
but they're not super valuable.
That car's
even restored.
ravaged. My guess is for $800, that's a parts car. That's what I would say.
$800 is steep.
Well, it may be.
If you already have a Corvair and you see parts on that car that you really want and you live up the street, I'd say offer them $4,000.
Well, here's one of my favorite cars, but this one's a bit rough. $2,000 for that. And it's not, it says 67, and that's a 66. I know my car so well. I don't like when people put the wrong year. I really don't like it when people put the wrong year.
Why would they put the wrong year on it?
Because they don't know any better.
Are you for real? They don't know any better?
So, yeah, 66 is the only one that had that steering wheel, which I really like. I like the first year Tornados.
I don't know. Who's restoring these?
Oh, does it have a title? Does it have a title? Does it say clear title? Does it say clear title? Local pickup from Ramona, California.
Jeez.
Oh, I'm trying to read that. I can't see if it says anything about the title.
There's a lot of description if you scroll down past the advertisements. These cars have complete descriptions. See? All right, I'm looking at
Missing the radiator, key, no title.
Jeez.
No title.
Okay.
So that's what it is. It's a car with no title. So to me, cars with no titles are worth nothing.
Mexican Spec says, I have to be careful with buyers. I lost 11,000 pesos on a buyer. No trust ever again. You definitely, it's business. You can't just, it's really hard to just have trust.
Oh, 38 Racing Series.
Trust is an earned thing, not a like, just trust me. Like, well, no.
And 38 Racing's
trust
right.
Me.
If the listing,
give me the money and trust me.
If the listing has the wrong year in it, they probably don't have a title. Yeah, and that's exactly what the problem is here.
They don't even know.
They don't know what it is, and they got.
And they're asking $2,000. That's just to throw it out there. Maybe somebody wants.
Somebody
thinks that front bumper is worth.
You go over there and you like the steering wheel and you buy the steering wheel from it. Don't.
These are those kind of people who are like, if I don't get my money, it's going in the crusher. That's the kind of people who are selling this car. Well, if I'm not going to get that money, I'm crushing it. It's like, well, you could sell it to somebody for $500, and
it's sad that happens to cars, but that happens to cars.
That's what happens to them, I guess.
I'm trying to click out of some of these. There's the GTO.
If it has the 425 in it, it might be worth quite a bit. Unlike the Corvair that has some good parts on it.
I like those.
425.
They had a friend of mine had a 425. Oh, it was out of one of those. And the transmission, everything, and he put it in a Corvair. I did the cooling system on it, and man, that thing was fast. It was not that fast, but it would pull the wheels off the ground. It was fun car.
Straight Bullet says he would pay that for the driveline on the Tornado. Does it say if it drives, runs and drives?
It didn't say.
It didn't say. So it's probably a broke down old car.
And it was in Southern California. It looked like that. That's bad. Okay, let's see if I got any other emails. I do have more emails. So, I'm going to download more pictures.
Andrew says for 66 425 big valve B heads on it for something else better. Yeah, but Andrew, you'd have to go get it. And you're going to be investing thousands of dollars just in procuring it. Like first you have to buy it, then you have to move it around. It's not worth it. It's not. It's not. If you lived up the street, it probably wouldn't be worth it.
So,
And honestly, if you were working on those cars and you lived up the street, you'd already have known about that car and you'd have already tried to buy it from that guy. And that guy thinks it's worth gold, and you know that it has a value, but it's not worth $2,000. And now he's got it on the internet because he thinks he's going to get premium price for some junk, some piece of junk off the internet by somebody on the other side of the country. It's just because it happened one time. It happened one time. Don't be dumb.
My head's in the way.
I'm
This
dumb.
from
Don't be dumb. Don't be
Orem,
like me.
Oklahoma. Vintage sent this, listed over a year ago.
That kicks butt.
That tells you that it's not worth what they're asking. $3,000, 66 Dodge Charger.
I think they're getting closer with their price though.
But
Because look, the chrome looks nice. The front grille
can I click
is
through
there.
this? I don't know if I can click through this.
Is it a photo or is it an
No,
ad?
he sent
It's
he
just
sent
a
a
photo.
screenshot. Yeah, if we knew more about it.
I mean, they're getting closer. Obviously, 5,200 was insane. Probably once they get
Says-
down to about 2,500, somebody will come on and offer them two, and that'll be a real price.
Okay, let's see here. Vintage says, I couldn't get more information without the seller's info being in the picture. It's a 383 car. 38 Racing, Andrew B. What did Andrew say? Andrew, but they should have put the Tornado 425 and T425 in the Corvair from the factory. Yeah. They could have put two of them in there, one up front and one in the back. Nah, they're not going to do that. What do you think Ralph Nader would have said about that?
Straight Bullet thinks it's a good car. He would rebuild it. All right, Straight Bullet's setting it straight.
Colby,
That year Tornado has more value than we know. And see, he's got the inside track. He knows where the value is. You know, and there is old rusty gold out there in places for the people who have the time and the energy and the money to go out and
you know,
beat the bushes for it. You can find stuff. There's deals out there.
this has been for sale for a long time, for over a year. It's $3,000. Maybe they don't have a title. Maybe I don't know. Why? I don't know why
Well, it's out
somebody's
in Oklahoma. Where does it say? Somewhere in Oklahoma?
in Oklahoma. It's my shoulders in the way. Oh,
Porgum,
Porham.
Oklahoma.
And somebody here said, Colby Queso says, I'm from Oklahoma.
But you know what else is it? It might be okay, or it might not have any floors in it. We don't have any other information about it. It might not have a title. If it doesn't have a title, it doesn't have any floors. It doesn't look like there's any front seats in it. So
Gearhead says, evening, all what I miss. You missed 2 hours of looking at old used cars. I want to talk about them. Mexican Spec says, Lester said, you spoiled me by knowing how to send the wire. I told the guy 3 times to add my special instructions. He refuses to pay me for the plane tickets. How are you tonight? Oh, I don't know what that is. Oh, and I did, Mexican Spec said those sockets he could get are too expensive to send here. I found some cheap. I did replace it last night, and it does work. But it wasn't I already explained it.
took a little while. We got through it.
Oh, my taillight that was out was not the LED. It was the socket that was crumbled.
Yeah.
So I replaced the socket, and then I was stupid, and I soldered the wires all together. And one of them was dark brown. The other one was black, and I swapped them, soldered them together wrong, so it didn't work. And then Kim goes, "Hey, how come you hooked the ground to this one?" And I had to unsolder it and redo it because I was a dummy.
We got it.
I was back there working a dark trunk,
The problem was not the LED bulbs. The problem was that
socket was old.
no water was getting into the taillight housing on the corner lights. That was one of the corners.
Yeah.
And water was getting in there. So then there was moisture in the socket. And the little metal contacts, they were just all corroded. And we cleaned them out best we could. We sprayed them with contact cleaner, but the metal was pitted and gucky, and you can't really get in there.
But see, that's one that I'd already changed out. I changed it out because it was a bad one.
Oh, that's true.
I put the one in from the 80, So it was only 45
And it
years
was
old.
only marginally better, and it didn't work.
It was crumbly, and it was a problem.
So we got a brand new one, so it should last about 6 months.
Yeah, so I got some Chinese ones that
It should last about 6 months.
they didn't fit correctly. I got to say that.
It said it was going to fit that car.
It said it was going to fit, but it had 4 little tabs, and you stick it in and you turn it. But the original had 3 little tabs, so I had to go in there with a file and get rid of one of the tabs, and it fit. It all works. So, but it's so good to have my taillights working again. It just took a while after I soldered it together wrong. Yeah, and I was working over the back of a car what is this? What is this that, who sent this? Buddy Carafano? Buddy Carafano, I think, sent this. Arcade Motors Classic Cars. I don't know if I like that. I mean, somebody's put a lot of time
so some
in it.
people have complained about the rubber band tires and big rims. Yeah, this is overkill. Is it a 66? Yep.
That is a 66. Where's the scallops in the front you like? I guess you can see them there.
I think they're just lost in the
yeah, they're lost in the pictures. Yeah, I don't know.
In the contrast of the resale red.
Oh, we got to take this down. That's still up there.
Thank you, John Wilburn, for your generous donation.
Colby says that car is 198 miles from him. 3 hours. 3 hours, yeah, that's about right. 38 Racing says I ran a 455 with the Turbo 325s. The Turbo 325 overdrive. They live for a while. Huh.
This is the same car as
those wheels
mine, although mine is a 4-door, which makes it better.
Like you say, yours is a crew cab.
And they've got fancy wheels and bright red paint, and it says Hemi. I wonder if it actually has a Hemi motor.
Well, let's see if I can scroll through pictures. I don't know if I can. I don't know if this works. It does not work. I cannot do that.
That's a photo.
Yeah,
it's not a link, it's a photo, so you can't.
I don't know what it is. Yeah. So anyway, there it is. If you're interested in it, Kim, can you back that off a little so they can see how to get at it?
Did you agree to the cookies? That's what the problem is.
Kim, they can't see where to get it. Okay, now I guess they still can't see. Oh, geez. That's going to be expensive. Okay, yeah, that's where you can get it. RK Motors. Yeah, somebody put a bunch of time into this, but I don't know if, that somebody already did all their modifications to it, so you might like it, you might not. That's probably, I don't know.
I mean, it's shiny.
Maybe you like it.
It is very shiny. They've got a lot of chrome.
And if you drove that around, you'd get a lot of attention.
Yeah.
I like it when the stuff behind the grill is painted flat black so you don't see through the grill. But, yeah, it's...
See, I'm a builder. So if I owned this car and I take it someplace and people be like, wow, did you build that? And I'd be like, no, I bought it all done. I don't know. It seemed, at that point, it's like a trophy.
And there's something about the way I like to drive cars. It's like when I do everything in the car, Hippie one says that has 50 grand of labor, I bet, or more. What did they want for this thing? Was there a price on it?
If you have to ask, it's too much money.
If you have to ask, it's too much money. Maybe they don't have a price on it.
Oh, it's sold.
It's sold. Okay, so we'll just stop.
Sold.
So we'll stop on that one. Gone. There's the one that's not sold.
He was taking bids and calling them out loud. And I guess I was really getting it.
And it's like when I used to build airplanes. I built airplanes that were my design, and I bought tubing and I bought aluminum.
Do anything to make a mind on mine. You're bidding and do be at your beck and call. Never seen anything looking so fine, man. I gotta have it. It's a one of a kind. It's going once, going twice. I'm sold to the lady in the second row. Okay, I'm done.
When I used to build airplanes, I'd design them myself. I'd buy tubing. I'd buy aluminum. I'd buy all the stuff I need. Materials. I'd weld the stuff together. cut it, bend it, whatever I do, build the airplane. The only thing I didn't ever build was the engine. I buy the engine. But when I'm flying along, I knew everything about that airplane. It always felt good. And if I landed somewhere and somebody had some interest in it, and that happened a lot, somebody would walk over to it. Yeah, I built it. Any questions, man, I could answer because I knew everything on that airplane. And if I was flying along and something started to go wrong, I knew it was wrong instantly, you know.
Mexican Spec. Tell us how you really feel, Mexican Spec. He says, so there are two people with bad taste, the builder and the buyer.
Oh, look at this. Who sent this? Who sent Buddy Carfano
There
sent
you
this?
go.
Look at that. 6750. The jaunty basket handle greenhouse.
On jalopnik.com.
So
There you go.
let's see.
Scroll down and see if
I'm
there's any.
gonna try to scroll. Today's my name's
The
Zephyrus.
Greek god of the westerly wind. All right, now they're really getting.
Blah 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 blah. Okay, let's see. Yeah,
Oh, you have to click for the next page, I think. Scroll down, it'll give you the next.
trying to.
Oh, there you go. More pictures.
There's a whole lot of stuff.
I don't want to see a Macy's.
Yeah, they have all this nonsense about it.
Uh-huh.
Well, it has a California license plate on it, so it may not have any rust under it. There's lots of ads. And there's a vinyl roof that's probably going to need to be replaced. Oh, look at that. I think we know that engine department well.
Mighty familiar. Mighty.
But then look at the master cylinder and look at the
I'll bet you we have.
look at the master cylinder and look at the power booster. You know that you're going to have. You've been there.
Oh yeah, yet no one's been through the brakes yet, or else it would be all new. The interior's been.
The interior
Isn't it green? It's supposed to be green.
It's
to match
been
the ugly
redone.
green.
The dash pad looks.
That's not the steering wheel either, is it?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
that is the steering wheel.
Okay. They put all white interior. Maybe.
See, the back seat is original, but the front seat is not.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got those funny wheel covers like my
Main Street Mopar says one of
That's
the reasons
pretty
I
nice.
bought my 73 Duster is because it was the original paint, what's left of it, and no body filler. Yeah, no body filler is nice because it's truthful, right? You're not hiding nothing. Now, that doesn't mean I wouldn't put some body filler in it and clean it up and give it a paint job, but if there's no paint on it, or the paint's nasty, I like the fact that there's not a bunch of body filler peeling off.
I would say this is in the Bay Area in California. San Francisco Bay Area, they get no snow there. I mean, Travis Air Force Base is real close there. I lived there for 10 years. I think we had a little ice on the ground one time. So they don't salt the roads. San Francisco Bay Area, there's no salt on the roads. So that's probably not a rusty car. And 6750, that's probably reasonable. You might be able to get it for a little less.
If it's in good serviceable running condition, like got good tires and good brakes, and
it's the same year as mine.
Mm-hmm.
I think my interior's a little bit better.
There's
I don't
that
know.
much value to the car.
So that's might be about right. I don't know.
It has that much value.
I'd have to go look at it, but yeah.
I mean, honestly, at that point, you're not paying.
Oh, Mexican Spec says there's salt in the air there, Buff. If you're right up there along the bay, I mean, salt air, you got to be right there on the coast. If you're back from the coast a bit, I'll tell you what happens when you have salt air damage. You'll see it around chrome strips and you'll see it around window edges, and I don't see that here. I've lived in Central California, San Luis Obispo, and we were 12 miles from the coast, and there was never anything never any salt. But when I lived in Morro Bay, which was right on the coast, yeah, you'd see rust all around the rain gutters, and you see it around the chrome around the windows, and it would get down in there and eat all that up, and it would destroy a car. So, yeah, I don't see that there, but I mean, you got to be right on the coast. Okay, Mexican Spec says they have salt in the air there and beaches miles away. Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe you do there. I just know the thing with this is you probably Go look at it, of course, if you're interested in this car. But I think that's a candidate that's worth looking at. That's just my
I
opinion.
mean,
But
there's that much value there as a car if it's an honest description. It's probably already sold.
okay, and Buddy Carfano sent another one. Yeah, I don't know. I like those cars, so I think that one's not my favorite color interior, but I think it's a worthwhile car to look at. What's this one? Car Gurus 89 Mustang. Man, 20 grand. Wow.
With 99,000 miles. What kind of, can you see, is that a photo or is that an advertisement?
I think it's
Can you see more?
I think Seymour. I think it's the whole verifying this device.
Oh, it has to make sure
Okay, I guess I guess it verified my
You're
device.
verified.
It says exterior color red.
It says it's a 5-liter V8, so 5-speed manual.
Since when is that 225 horsepower? Oh, I don't know. It could be. It could be on that one.
What's the 100,000 miles? Okay, this is
Barely.
condition related. What's the pictures look like? It better be really nice for 20 grand. I mean,
don't know. I'm
really
scrolling,
nice.
scrolling,
Well,
scrolling,
the
scrolling,
pictures are up
scrolling,
at the
scrolling.
top.
Okay, I'm trying to see what we got here. I'm sorry, I'm not doing exactly what you want.
Oh, that's okay.
I'm just trying to figure it out.
Well, you should be doing exactly what I want. Oh, it's got the pony on the front, real nice.
A pony on the front.
I mean, for 20
That's the
grand now,
That's
gonna,
the important part.
It's in Connecticut, so
Oh,
it's on the opposite end of the.
it could be. Yeah, who knows about corrosion there? Somebody spent a lot of time polishing those tires up.
They used a gallon of black on those tires. I mean, it looks pretty nice. They painted all the trim around the windows. Red.
Somebody did a real detailed job on it.
They painted it. Well, they're trying to get 20 grand out of it, so they painted it. Yep, those are the gauges. Those are the tail lights. Oh,
Yeah, somebody bumped the bumper and made little crackies on it.
or they didn't use the flexi stuff, and it doesn't look all that clean underneath either. $20,000.
Well, you know what? It's in Connecticut. So yeah, there's some rusty.
It doesn't super. I'm not
There's some
saying
crusty stuff, but it's not doesn't look all
I'm
rusted
not saying
through.
it's super rusty, but it ain't all that pretty either.
Yep,
I mean, I was
20
expecting
grand.
some serious candy under the hood for 20 grand.
I would bet you could get one out of Mexico of the same
Yeah.
vintage.
Well, see the economy.
Well, I don't know, 80, 89.
It's got some kind of
80
frame rail connectors butched into there.
89. You
You
could
see that bar?
Yeah, you get one with no corrosion out of Mexico for probably, I don't know, Mexican spec. What would that be worth in Mexico with no? It says there 4265 below market. I don't know who decides that. I don't know.
Kitsy Fluff says eternal scrolling. Yeah, we are scrolling a lot.
We are scrolling. What was that thing? Oh, it's some kind of CD player hacked into the, or I don't know, hacked, but it's not normal.
I like how their deal finder says it is a good deal because it's $4,000 below market value. Man.
Okay, we're back
The things
to
that people are willing to say to sell you a car.
It's got the big fat steering wheel thing on there. Well, it probably protected the steering wheel anyway. What is that? Vacuum cleaner? What is that? Oh, it was old radiator hoses or something. I don't know what that is, honestly.
Pitts says, I cut my head on the coat hanger that's holding my nephew's lower spoiler on. Ow. Ow.
You can always tell people in here that are working on cars every day because they have little
Injuries.
car related injuries.
Bloody injuries.
What did I do the last couple of days? And I came in and I had blood all over my hand. What was it I was doing? I don't remember. I did something and I came in, I go, look, I'm bleeding. And something had gone under my fingernail and I was like pouring blood out of my finger. We were in the middle of a live. I don't remember.
Stray Bullet says that's notchback price they're asking. And Andrew Button says, I spent so many miles with those cars, I never want to see one again.
Well, so wait a minute. Is notchback price higher or is hatchback price higher?
I mean, unless there is something that I cannot visibly perceive.
You see, I don't like that dash either. I like the earlier dash. I like
Like
the original dash better than that dash.
a
And I had one of
custom
those.
built transmission that I didn't see any pictures of. Custom built transmission and something in the drivetrain that's like super amazing with receipts. I don't know how they get to this price. Where is the value? Is it really that desirable of a car?
Kevin, us bald fellas hit our heads on everything. You know what? I have hair.
No.
And you know what?
Just people notice
I
it more. That's the only
still
difference.
crash my head into stuff.
Man, I just have bruises all over my
What did I just
shins because
crash?
I always crash into something with my legs.
Twice I've crashed my head into something the last couple of days. What was it? My car, getting in and out. And there was something else. I got in and I smashed my head into it.
Andrew says,
Notchbacks are more desirable. I believe so. I
Mexican
had one of
Spec says
these.
nobody's bought one from him yet.
I had one of these. It was an 89 Mustang GT, exactly like this, 5-speed, except it was white. And I had it was a company car that I was allowed to drive for a while. And the guy had put 327 gears in rear end and put a chip in it. Back then, that was the thing to do to the ECM, was put a chip in it. And that car turned into 12s. And I drove it all over the place. And it was a fun car. But yeah, I didn't like the dash as much as the early ones.
Bear
I don't
Rose
know why.
can't keep enough on his head to protect him. He was in between hats and smashed himself.
Man.
I'm sorry.
What was I in? I know my car I hit my head. I don't remember what I bloodied my finger on, because when I came inside, I'd been outside, I think, and I came in, I said, oh yeah, I cut my finger open. You even made a comment about it, but I don't remember.
Andrew Button says
Hood latch.
the factory 5.0 notch with a 5-speed is hot property. The GT hatch, not so much.
Barry Cuda says, go ahead. I got to read that when he gets.
Go ahead. I'm done.
Okay. It says, Barry Cuda says, why don't women go bald? And then 30, I was going to say it, but 38 Racing said it first. Barry, they do. They wear wigs.
It's perfectly acceptable for women to wear wigs. I don't need a wig. My hair is real. But yeah, balding is not exclusive to men. Although men are more prone to balding, and there's lots of reasons that people's hair could fall out, and sometimes it will grow back and sometimes it won't. And like women who are hairdressers, they tend to be a little bit imbalanced, and sometimes they shave all their hair off because they do all kind of crazy stuff with it, and then it gets shorter and shorter and shorter, and then they have nothing, and then they'll grow it out.
Should I say something that's stupid? Shows how stupid I am.
Sure.
We were in Walmart. You're going to laugh at me, or you're going to get mad at me for telling a story. On the way out, there's a woman that Kim seemed to know her because she's been through Walmart enough. She said hi, and they were talking. This woman has beautiful hair. And I said, man, your hair is beautiful like that. And she thanked me. And on the way out, Kim goes, you dummy, that's a wig. I was like,
Yeah.
I didn't know.
But it was a nice wig, and there's nothing wrong with complimenting women on a nice wig. But unfortunately, at the time, you're kind of pointing out the fact that, like, I recognize it's a wig. You did good. You did good.
I thought
Hippie
she
Rock
looked.
says-
She was not a young woman, not an old woman, but a woman, and she looked nice.
She
I
was well put
complimented
together.
her. And
She looked good.
Kim kind of told me afterwards, dummy, that was a wig. I didn't know. Okay, so let's see what
Hippie
this
Long
is.
says, Kim, the value is in the memories, because picking up chicks has passed. I suppose, yeah. There's a point at which life has changed, and sometimes it's nice. You just want to relive your youth a little bit. And hey, if money's not an object, go for it. You can't take it with you. What are you going to do? Give it to your grandkids? They're just going to waste it on iPhones and takeout food. You might as well enjoy it.
People are saying they like this Pinto. Okay, I'm going to scroll through the Pinto here. Oh, it's sold. It's sold. We're showing a sold car.
Yeah.
That's such is life, I guess. I'll look through the pictures for a minute, but we don't know what it's sold for. I'm
So
trying to find my cursor. There it is. Oh, it comes with a bunch of stuff. Wow, all kinds of stuff. I do like it. I mean, I like the wagons a lot better than these things, but this is a nice one. Somebody for a 71. I mean, that's the first year. Pretty nice actually, but Florida car. It's we're on picture 8 of 48 pictures, so I'm not going to go through all of them, but I'll
Thank
quickly
you.
go through a few. I'm looking for an interior
What would
picture.
that be? Like a 2.3 liter engine?
It'd either be a 1.6 or a 2.0, unless it's been
A
replaced.
1.6. So it's
The
just a
1.
little bit. It's just a little scootabout car.
The 1.6 was a British pushrod engine.
Yeah.
Looks very much like the one in the Spitfire, but different engine. And then the 2.0 looked a lot like a 2.3. It's an overhead cam, but it was a different engine. I am really looking for interior pictures. Why I'm trying to scroll through this so quickly. Oh, there we go. I did it too quickly. Yeah, I guess somebody kept this nice, or I can't imagine putting the money in to redo a Pinto.
A Pinto, right? Really do a Pinto up.
Yeah, see, that's what the engine looks like. It looks kind of like a 2.3, but it's a 2.0.
I see it. Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna click out of that
Yeah,
because it's sold.
it's a practically a museum quality
It's sold.
Pinto. Uh,
Oh man,
oh, Buddy Carfano says it sold for 60,000. It was a
what?
Ford press car.
Oh,
Damn.
60 grand. Oh yeah, I'm gonna run out and buy a Pinto for 60 grand. I guess if you're
What are you gonna do with it? Put it in a museum.
gonna do it,
Put it in a museum.
go drive it down the road.
Pintos are getting 5 digits now, Buff.
Uh-oh, why did that happen?
That's nuts.
If somebody rear engine you.
The value's not there. That's completely speculative.
Okay, let's see.
You can't buy a Pinto like that and expect. You just don't know where it will go. It might go up. You might take a beating when you resell it someday. I don't know. There's a lot of people who see cars differently than
Where
I see.
is this?
It is a Dodge Polar 500 convertible with a Ram Charger Max Wedge 426.
I'm trying
It's
to.
70,000 US dollars, and it is a on bringatrailer.com.
I'm not a big fan of convertibles, but that's a pretty nice car.
It's very
And
shiny.
with a
And I
Max
guess if it has the Max Wedge, Ram
Max
Charger,
Wedge is a pretty cool engine. Let's see if they have a picture of the engine. A lot of money.
they will. It'll be down there. The
Oh,
interior
look at
is
that.
very
Look at
nice.
that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's an early B body, second year for the B body.
So that's an investment quality, investment grade vehicle. You know, you buy that and take care of it. It probably will continue to be worth $70,000.
Push button automatic.
It had to be reinforced
Oh, there we go.
underneath.
And there's why it's worth some money.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's clean, super
Yep.
clean, and it's got some kind of headers on there, so it's
Well,
got some performance mods. But
It is
otherwise-
modified. It's got a Tandem Master. Is that a Tandem Master cylinder?
No,
Or is that a single
it's
master?
a single pot.
Well, that's stock.
Hang on and pray.
Oh, just make sure it's in good condition. Half my life I drove cars with single master cylinders.
Bare steel gas tank, so it's a new restoration. Somebody's just been through this car end to end.
Whatever
There's
that
the
is.
build sheet, all the numbers, or a vendor decode,
Yeah, so there's a lot of
documentation.
picture of that car for that much money. California license plates on it.
Yeah, and a convertible in
Original.
California.
Let's see if I can do that.
It says I'm going to need a few seconds alone with that picture.
Look at that. That is actually an original license plate because it was only very early that they stamped the 63 number in there because in 63 you got the new plate, but you didn't get a little tab. 64 you got a tab, you put it over that. And the plates that were after that didn't have 63 stamped in them. So that is actually a real 63 California license plate. Pretty interesting.
Mexican spec says he can't hang because it has crank windows. He can't hand crank windows. Um, yeah, that's a nice looking car. Obviously, $70,000 is so far out of my price range, but I could see it as an investment grade auto. It's not like you're going to just jump into that car and then uh, it's going to, there's going to be huge devaluation.
Oh my God.
You could drive that and enjoy it now.
Okay, let's see what I can do here. If I can.
60,000 mile Chevy Camaro, 87 Chevy Camaro Z28.
With terrible headlights. Those LEDs that blind the crap out of everybody. Where is this? This is eBay? That's no Car Gurus. Car
Okay.
Gurus.
Olive says convertibles are a departure from my usual driving. If I put a top down, it's for company, not my cornering obsessions. Yeah, I just don't have a lot of desire for a convertible. Although
I had one convertible.
maybe a little damn it. This table.
Kim likes to hit this
killing it.
table and make it scoot
Maybe a
across
little
the room.
roadster would be nice to have around, but
This I'll go back to that Cougar again in a second.
again,
Well, because there's people
Have we spent enough
that
time
were
on it?
not in here that are now seeing it for the first time when I backed out of what we were doing. So
Andrew Button has hated those Camaros since 1982. $22,000. Is that your dream?
I like third gen Camaros.
It's in Bohemia, New York.
Yeah, you know that's.
I wonder where it's from. It also says it has theft reported. So does it have maybe some kind of a black mark on the title? Is it like
what
a
the
theft
heck?
recovery?
Oh,
I
that's
don't know
weird.
if that's a problem with it.
That's weird. I've never seen
Very
that.
few yellow
I have
Z28s were made.
I've never seen that before.
Mexican spec says he got 2 in 2 years. They were such mutts without some work. Yeah, I'm guessing if it's a factory engine that it would not really be much of a muscle car.
I have never seen an ad that says theft reported on it. Oh man.
A Long Island car. Ooh, that sounds bad.
Well, you don't know. Maybe insurance company paid it off like 20 years ago, in which case I don't know what you do. Or maybe you buy it and then the police come and recover it and that goes away.
It might
I don't
be
know.
a fun car to drive. I don't know that it's my dream car. I don't know. If I had $23,000 burning in my pocket, burning a hole in my pocket, I just don't know.
Sure are a lot of pictures of it. Okay.
Yeah, we never got to the engine.
Oh, you want to see the engine?
No, that's okay.
I'm going to click out of it because
Let's move on.
let's move on. So, okay, we got,
Now that car right there.
yeah, that belongs to Vintage.
That's a beautiful car.
Where's it? And that belongs
That's a
to
pretty nice car.
Hippie
too.
Long. And that's for sale.
That's for sale. We can put you in touch with the owner. He has an engine and transmission ready to go.
And that's us. We didn't do that. Who did that? Who did that? Who did that? Andrew Button? Ah, 38 Racing says, I bought a balled up 88 Camaro, swapped the 5.0 TBI into my 66 C20.
That could be a boost for a 66 C20 if you did it right.
Oh, and that's Mexican spec car that he's selling. One of the, let's see if I can find the rest of that picture.
Looks like it may have had some overheating problems in its life.
What's that? This car.
Yeah, go back one more. I don't want to criticize on his vehicle.
Why do you say that? Why do you say that?
Well, look at the greenish yellow tinge on top of the radiator, on the back of the radiator, and then on the front of the valve covers. It looks like coolant blow off.
That yellow thing, that's the overflow tube.
No, just the tint.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe
it may be something that's been repaired and they just didn't
probably
detail after it.
Or somebody could have just taken a cap off and
Yeah.
well, it was
Well, why would they do that?
because people are idiots. Anyway, there it is. It's pretty nice looking truck.
Mexican Spec does a good job of doing pre-sale inspections on vehicles, so if it needed something, it would be corrected. And that's one of the really interesting things that we're learning about Mexican Spec by following his channel and the business dealings that he does.
Now, Mexican Specs, he may like this one. He may like this one. I know I like it. Is that a Pinto? Or is that a Bobcat? It says Pinto. I bet it is. I say Bobcat because I'm looking at the wheel covers. But let's see if I can click on it. Make it bigger. This is one Buddy Carfano sent in.
Oh, it's a Bring a Trailer advertisements. $8,700. The Pintos are really demanding big money.
Everything's like 10 times what it used to be.
Yeah, but it's still in the box. Haven't even unpackaged it yet. Hippie Long, yes, we do need a GIF that I can put behind us with the lights flashing. Absolutely, we have to have it.
Well, we do have a video of the our Studebaker with the lights flashing that I want to have available here, but I don't know. I haven't got it on my hard drive yet. It's somewhere. It's probably in Kim's camera or my phone or something. I got to do it. It's just one of those things I haven't gotten done. So this car is available. Oh, look at the interior. That's stock and that's pretty nice. Pretty nice interior.
Well, hold on. Barrow says, after driving my MG from Boise to John Day, Oregon in August with the top down, I swore off convertibles forever. Burnt the top of my head so bad it made me sick for a week. Oh, sunburn on the top of the skull. That's awful, Barrows. Yeah, that would. How do you even put sunblock on your skull? That's balled up, hit a culvert at 60. Yeah, that'd mess up a car pretty bad. Mexican Spec drove a 71 LTD convertible from Vegas to Ontario. It was a cool ride and got a speeding ticket in Idaho. Yeah, you got to watch out for those.
Oh, Vegas people. to that Ontario, Oregon.
Oh, I see. Potato. You got to be careful. Pit Snipe says that is gorgeous. Barry Kuda says, I painted a Camaro Indy pace car. Only charged $3,000. The guy was shocked. But then he thought nothing of paying for the decal kit. And if you're doing any kind of prep work, body work on a car, and the paint job's under $3,000, I mean, you're really almost giving them a deal. People don't have any understanding of how much work it is to paint a car nice.
They think it's just spraying the paint on. You know what? Like, I'm not kidding, 90%, 95% of the work is the prep. A monkey can spray the paint.
Yep.
You know.
If you're getting a car painted.
What is this, Kim? It's called a hat. Oh, a hat. Like,
yeah, but how do you wear a hat when
off.
You're in a convertible?
Put duct tape around your head.
Yeah.
I did that. I was out on the flight line working one time wearing a hat. It was in Arizona. The wind's blowing like hell. And we still had to fly, you know, and I'm on the ground doing something. I finally took a piece of duct tape and I just wrapped around my head because I'm walking around like this, trying to one-hand everything. And then everybody's laughing at me. I go, you know what? So what? I'm out here with a piece of duct tape around my head.
Are the Pintos any good to drive?
Oh, you sit low and they handle good. Now, I don't know why people that don't like them just paid attention to the stupid news, you know, so.
See, the closest I think of, when I look at the interior of that Pinto, I think of, I once owned a Chevette. And it was an awful little Econobox rattle trap.
You see, if you
get it was worn out and beat.
Yeah, you get a Pinto that's not worn out. Look where you're sitting. See how high you're sitting down between the tunnel. That's how low you're sitting to the ground. And then the top is like right here. Man, I don't know. I always felt like it's about this. You sit about like you do in a Corvette. You know, they're low. I mean, I'm not going to compare it to a Corvette. That's kind of the height you're sitting in. And you can make them handle, you know, and I always liked them. So anyway, I'm going to scroll down through this. Oh man, that's just like mine. Man, I had so many of those. Except mine, I put the panels on the back of them and had the V6s in them, but it's 2.3.
I can't wear a hat in my Dart because my head hits the headliner as it is. I don't know
Oh,
what to do
is that a
about that.
movie?
I'm gonna need lower bucket
Is
seats.
that a movie?
Oh, don't. Oh, it is.
Or no, I don't know
I don't know
what
if
it
it's
is
gonna
now.
make sound.
Now I don't know how to get out of
Okay,
that.
wait, stop. It's only 4 seconds long. So
Okay, so
I
I
just
gotta get rid of that,
yeah,
and then
just
I don't know. I
X
guess I
that out.
gotta.
It's only 4 seconds long.
Oh,
Oh, maybe it's longer than 4 seconds.
there, it's 4 seconds. Yeah. So
So it rolls on the ground.
I don't know how to get out of
That's
that.
nice.
So anyway, there it is. We'll back to that.
A Chevette is a good burning barrel.
Chevette. Yeah, I never liked Chevettes a whole lot.
I mean, I got around in a Chevette for a while. I mean, it was
To me, the only thing cool about a
good
Chevette
beater.
is you're driving around, you think this is basically a Brazilian engine, and it's kind of unusual to have. Only then we got a lot of them, so they weren't unusual anymore.
It was awful.
So let's see.
I didn't know any better. I was just a
Who
kid.
sent this? Buddy Carfano sent this. Can you reduce the size of that screen a
Yeah,
little
you
bit?
keep changing pictures.
Well, when I
gotta keep
change
changing
pictures,
my
that's what
screens.
happens. I'm
It's
sorry.
fine. Just saying.
So this is a
AMC Matador.
classic.com.
Can you scroll down? There you go. Oh, that's fancy.
A Matador with painted the way they used to paint
No
the
bumpers. The stance is a little funny. I don't
they
know.
used to paint the race cars like that, but that's the wrong color blue, but they still used to paint them like that. Let's see, Barracuda says my brother had a Vauxhall Chevette. Yeah, Vauxhall's like a Chevy, other places.
Buddy Carfano, we often called it the shit vet.
It's a Matador. Yeah, remember those commercials? It's a Matador. And anyway, I like that body style. I had a 74. Really liked that car. Okay, let's see. Maybe I can scroll through these pictures. I don't know what happens. Oh, I can scroll through these pictures. Yeah, without the... You know, when you take the bumpers off those square holes down there, and some people put square or little rectangular fog lights, and some people weld that in and finish it off. It looks good either way. It looks better with the bumpers, my opinion. But the bumpers are kind of big bumpers. I don't know. Mine had bumpers. I had mine when it was new, and I was in California, and the police were all crazy over bumpers then because it was when they first came out with the 5-mile-an-hour bumpers, and they ticket you in a second for not having your bumpers. They might even take you out of the car and have the car towed. That's how crazy they were about bumpers. Now nobody even remembers that. You drive this around, they never even, police wouldn't even know that it didn't have bumpers.
Where?
Hey, Tabo's
in California?
here. Yeah, Tabo's
I
here.
wouldn't tempt them.
Tabo's here. Chevette,
Hey,
Holden,
Tabo.
Gemini. Oh, it's a Gemini or Gemini? Down here, Japanese Isuzu engine and quite a performer. Wow. They had a Japanese engine in them.
Isn't Chevette French for turd? Yes, yes. Let's see some turd emojis in the chat. Just to reiterate that a Chevette
the name Chevette was originally something GM was going to use for like a little Corvette, like a little 4-cylinder Corvette-like car. And when they used the name, they came out with that little piece of crap. And I was so disappointed the Chevette was that little box car, but yeah, that's what they needed then.
The only thing good about that Chevette that I had is it had come from somewhere in the South or wherever, somewhere outside the Rust Belt. And even though it was like 15 years old, it was just completely rust free. I'd never seen a car. It had no rust. It was just a car. And it was old and let's see, it had a ton of miles on the drive. So somebody in their RV was using it as a dinghy. They were flat towing it behind their RV. So the drivetrain had like 200,000 miles on it, but the car had not been driven.
Ooh, what was that? I saw something. I ended
up putting new engine, transmission, rear end in the car.
I saw something.
I don't know
I
why
want to go back.
That was dumb.
Yeah, it's a little rusty
Main
business.
Street Mopar, you get 2 points for sending me the poop emojis. Appreciate that. Somebody's paying attention. I don't know if they're even here. They're chatting, but I don't know if they're even listening to us. I think sometimes people just put us on mute and look at the pictures and chat in the chat.
See, somebody welded that in. I'm trying to get to the picture.
Welded
I don't. the rear bumper,
Oh.
holes. I'm trying to get to see if there's something other than like, oh yeah, there's hood and oh, somebody put a fuel cell in it.
Okay.
Uh,
How many pictures do we need of
I don't
fuel
know. I'm
cell?
going through them quickly because
We need a
I don't
picture
want
of
to see
every wheel.
pictures and pictures and pictures of the same things. I want to see.
How much are they asking for this car?
I don't know.
It
It's
was
that's
hard
the
with prices this
that's the
week.
steering wheel I had, which I really disliked. I like the
Okay.
3-spoke steering wheel, but mine didn't come with it. Uh, yeah, mine had that steering wheel. But I didn't, when I ordered it, I didn't know how to get that steering wheel. You have to order the Matador X, which was a bunch
Kitsy
more money.
Fluff is here. Welcome to the
Kitsy,
stream.
Kitsy Fluff's been here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't
Kitsy
see.
Fluff's been here quite a while ago, and I
I
was
didn't
saying,
notice.
a bit guilty of that. Huh? I have the audio do art. He's working while he's doing this. Well, that's
Somebody
good.
just bought a an almost new, like super low mileage Chevette at auction for like some absurd price, like
Maybe
$50,000.
maybe 56,000 miles, maybe 156, maybe 256. I'd say from the interior, maybe.
That's all redone.
See, and it's got the good seats. Mine didn't have the good seats.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, mine had the seats. Seats mine kind of curved a lot, right where you get in and out, so my leg would always fall off the edge of the seat. And I got the cheap seats because I didn't know how to order those. The one I test drove had these seats. I didn't know the other seats it came
There's
with.
a special kind of buyer that just really loves this car, and this is great for them. This is not really mine.
I'm trying to find an open hood picture of it. I'm sorry. Ah, there we go.
Man.
So
Problem with
there it
68
is.
photos is you never get there.
There it is.
Yeah, it's got a performance engine in it.
I'm sorry. I'll get rid of it.
Well, I was just curious of the money. We were talking about money, but
I don't know.
yeah, move on.
Nobody wants to look at that.
Have you ignored anyone's emails?
Yes,
Check
there's still more.
I know, but you're going through all Buddy Carfano. Bounce to somebody else for a minute.
Oh,
did anybody else send stuff?
No.
Okay.
We're running
I just want to make sure we're not
We're
neglecting somebody because honestly, we're running out of time. I need to take a quick break. I'll be right back.
Take your break. Buddy Carfano sent this 59 Cadillac that's on Bring a Trailer. So if any of you want a big finned convertible, look on Bring a Trailer. I don't know why I couldn't say that. It says Chevettes were a lot of fun playing Duke boys on country roads. I don't think they made as many Pinto or as many Chevettes as Pintos. Yeah, I'm not sure. Sure, well, many people put V8s in them. What in the Chevettes? Josh Holland, the inserts look like alarm clocks. You would have in your bedroom. You're at my high school friend Tim beat the shit out of his Chevette. Luis says it's a 59 Cadillac. It sure did. Finned Warrior. When those came out, I was in kindergarten, and I remember those things. And I thought that was like the coolest thing I'd ever seen. It looked like rocket ships on the back. And I remember telling my father about it, and he just shake his head. You know, like stupid kids. Why would you like that? So my father, he's quite conservative. And at the time, that was quite radical, My father would buy a brown Ford, Fiesta was Ford's answer to the question, we can build a car worse than a Yugo. I don't know. I thought the first Fiestas were okay. Let's see. I want 73 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray, says Luis. Pitt says, LOL, Josh, reminds me of the K car interior that went into everything for a decade. Luis wants to go something with Rugrats.
No,
we're not.
We're not doing.
Not doing Rugrats. Okay, so now I've got more email. I got more email. Email from Down Under. It's from Tava. I'm downloading pictures. I like when people send actual pictures. Here we go. He says, this is a TE. What are you doing? You got a calculator on the screen.
I'm sorry. It's distracting you.
I don't know what you're calculating. It's our weekly budget.
No, I'm calculating. Okay, at 7,000 kilobits per second. What? Quit pushing the table. I'm trying to work here. At 7,000 per second, 60 seconds times 60. That's 25,000 kilobits per hour. Okay, times 3 hours. Okay, that's over 75,000 kilobits. Okay, and what that equates to, that's almost $250,000.
What are you
The
talking
cost,
about?
the cost to broadcast this stream.
Oh, jeez.
You guys are worth it. It costs $250,000 to bring you this stream tonight.
How do you come up with that? I mean, I saw you do some math.
7,000 kilobits per second, not per hour, per second.
Okay, well, we're talking about cars.
I'm just saying. Like,
Okay.
this is not free. Like,
So
it costs.
They're talking about this Isuzu
Go ahead.
iMark.
Yeah.
In the U.S. came in a diesel. A friend of mine had one. He had the back half of one that was a diesel and the front half of one that was a non-diesel, gas powered. Welded them together, made a big old limousine out of it. And that was the beginning of his company called Carousel Limousine. And then he bought some Cadillacs and Lincolns and things. There are a lot more Pintos that survived, I guess. So anyway, this came from down under. This is Tavo sent this, and it's a TE Gemini, which does look kind of like a Chevette, doesn't it? Oh yeah, look at that. That's like an Isuzu iMark, I think. I'm not sure what that is. What is that? TX Gemini. Oh, there's a TE Gemini and a TX Gemini.
That's a sharp-looking little car.
I think that looks like an Isuzu to me. That looks like, isn't that like an Isuzu we got here? Or maybe that's why they were talking about Isuzus. I don't know.
We all soiled your pants and did a little circle in a big ditch. Oh, at least you had a big ditch to go into. That's one of the good things about highways, is generally they are. Man.
But Gemini GM was an H body. Chevette was a T body. So it looked like he said Open Cadet, like an Opel Cadet. Yeah, but I think that was the Opel Cadet that was a Japanese car. Weren't there Opel Cadets that were German, and then they called it an Opel Cadet, and it was an Isuzu? I think, but I'm not sure. I kind of recall something like that. Tavo says, we also had these with an Isuzu diesel. Didn't go down well, as the gas model was quite a good performer. Those Jim, okay. Tavo, yes, Isuzu based. All on the World T platform. Geminis were sold as, what is that? Seihan birds in South Korea. Wow.
Interesting.
Isuzu has been building diesel engines for a long time. They sure have been. Kevin Smith. Views, what are those? Views ads? Views. Down at the bottom. Kim.
I don't know what Views is.
Well, does he get points for it?
Yeah, 2 points. Thanks, Kevin.
I'm looking to see what else. Oh, we got another one here from Buddy Carafano. Oh, this is a cute little car. I really like these.
You're on his. You found it, but this isn't a for sale car. It's it is Bring a Trailer.
It's on Bring a Trailer.
All right.
I mean, Buddy Carafano's been right on with for sale cars, except a couple of them. By the time we got to him, he sent most of them like a week ago. He sent some now.
That's right.
They were already sold.
Already sold. He sent us the best deals on Bring a Trailer, and they all got sold this week.
Well, some of them did, some of them did not.
High demand. People are buying these cars up.
This is a 350 powered.
It's only 13 grand. We should go get this right away. Where's it at?
It's
in the United States.
It says U.S. dollars. But can you imagine that with a 350 Chevy in its little panel van? and it's not all
Camp,
rusty. Where is it? Where
Camp
is it?
Regiment.
Approximately scan. Yeah, all the BS.
San Luis Obispo, California.
Where?
San Luis Obispo.
San Luis. That's where I used to live.
I know.
Look at that. Nine
That's how
three
I know how to
nine
pronounce.
three four zero two. My zip was 93401 when I was there.
Oh,
So it's very close to where I
careful, you
lived.
don't want to dox
Look at
yourself.
that. I wonder who. But I doxed myself.
Yeah, the V8
Oh
helps
yeah.
with price, says
So
Mexican Spec.
so 45 years ago, I doxed myself.
Damn it. Pitt Snipe says he wants the Cosworth engine.
Well, you should have been at No Name Nationals a year ago. There was one there. A guy traded off for another Vega, straight off for another Vega, and it was a nice looking one. Of course, they're black, and it was a pristine car. And God, I can't believe this guy's in San Luis Obispo. I wonder if I know the guy that has it. Everybody I knew is probably gone by now. They were all. I was a young guy, so everybody I knew there was older than me, and yeah, I look back at the people that built automatic transmissions that I knew and everything. They were like my parents' age. They'd be 100 years old now.
Pitt says, "Oh, that orange is filthy." Is that a good? Is that a good or a bad thing?
Look at that.
Is that one of those words that the kids these days are using?
I don't know. I don't think so. Look at that. That's pretty nice.
Wow.
Oh, I would enjoy that.
Exceeds mechanical limits is on the odometer.
That's real typical of California. Anything that's older.
That's what happens when you put a 350 Chevy in
But
a Vega. Is it exceeds mechanical
oh,
limits?
it's sold. Winning bid 13,255.
Wow.
So somebody bid that much. Now whether they went and got it and paid for it, you don't know, but that's what it bid up to. And I don't know. I would say with the price other cars go for, that's probably
I mean, it's real clean interior. and
that's
such.
probably value's
I
probably
mean,
about right.
I mean, that's the thing, right? Is if it's sold for that, then that's not someone's asking price. That's like a market price.
Yeah,
It might be real, it might be not, but it seems like I mean I could see where that would be a market price of a car like this that's put together and ready for sale, unless there's something very hidden that we don't know about. But
San Luis Obispo was a college town. Stray Bullet says, yeah, Cal Poly State University. My father was it was an instructor there. It was actually became a full professor and retired out of there. And so yeah, I grew up in a college town.
if they don't pay for the car, they get banned from the platform. I mean, okay, but I mean, I don't, you know, I'm not saying, I believe this is probably market value. There's multiple people bidding on it for it to get to that price. And I mean, there's that much value there. It's a Chevy 350. It's been put into the car. It's got wheels and tires and paint.
You
Like,
know,
how are you going to get to all? Try doing it yourself. You
and
know, you can't chew it out of a block of steel for cheaper than that.
and that's another car that sits real low to the ground. I mean, the Pintos doesn't set quite as low as this because my Vega's always in speed bumps. They don't crash into the speed bumps, even when you went over slowly. The Pintos never did that, but I bet they were close. So, I'm kind of a Ford guy, so I like the Pintos. And both Vegas I had one of these. There was a rust bucket. It came from Central California as a rust bucket, so you can imagine, they had rust issues. And the other one I had was a little sedan, little notchback sedan, and both of them were cheap junk cars that I drove around for a little while. But I'd say I like the Pintos better. I definitely like the Pintos better.
Barry Kuda said, I've heard that a lot of kids these days don't want to drive. What's up with that?
I
It
have
is
no
common.
idea. I
It
have
is
no
common.
idea. My son had to just about had to force my granddaughter into getting a driver's license, and it got to the point where they
She
got
didn't
tired of
want to.
driving her all around. And he had a big old truck. Well, she didn't want to drive it. And of course, they don't have driver training anymore. So he bought. I don't know why he bought it. He said he bought a little sedan so that she could learn to drive. And what he bought was, what, an Infinity with 400 something horsepower. And he goes, yeah, she needs a 400 horsepower car to learn to drive. But anyway, she learned to drive in that thing. And she was afraid to change lanes. And he made her drive till they were going out to eat one night. She didn't want to drive. He goes, you got to drive. And she drove in and he had her change lanes and she's all freaked out. And then he made her change back and change back again. And she goes, what are you doing? You know, well, eventually she got her license. And now she's got a little Nissan car and she drives herself around. But and she's 19 now, but she was 17 and didn't want a license.
I mean, have you been on the streets? People are crazy. I can understand why people would want to live in like
an
urban area where there is public transportation and Uber and stuff like that to get around. And then
you talk to them. They just can't wait till there's a self-driving car. They just want to get in the back seat and go, drive me. I guess. I don't know. I don't know if they're lazy or they're afraid or... I can't imagine. When I was that age, I was 5 years old. I couldn't wait to get a driver's license.
I was driving when I was 15. They couldn't keep me out of a car.
Couldn't keep me out of a car.
Yeah, but that was just a different. It was a different time.
Different era, yeah.
Yeah, and the cost. They know it's expensive and it's risky, and it's like, I don't know. I can understand why it would be intimidating.
It just, I don't get it. Oops, I just pushed the wrong button. This is from Tavo. He sent another one. Ooh, what is this? This is cool looking.
Well, the other thing, one of the big drivers why I wanted a car is so I could go out and see my friends. Well, you could you can get a lot of social interaction through the computer now that was absolutely not available. Like, I didn't have a phone. There was a phone at the house, but I wasn't allowed to use it.
Phone is bolted to the wall, and you waited.
You weren't allowed to be on it all the time.
You waited for your friends. Well, you drove somewhere. You went out and did something in your cars. Yeah, I guess.
Once a week, I got to go someplace if my parents would take me. And, asking someone else's parents to pick you up was dumb. It was difficult.
This is...
It's a different world.
From Down Under. This is from Tavo. And it is a Holden Gemini Gypsy. Wow. Why didn't we get those? They got so much cool stuff we didn't get.
It looks like a Mercury Lynx maybe on the front end. No. What is the front end?
See, Tavo says, plenty of younger folk in Australia actually want to live in a small apartment in the city. No need to travel, no need for a car. I watch a lot of young people on YouTube that are living somewhere, and they want to live in city center. They go, oh, it's like, I had to get a place, but it's not in the city center. And they want to live in the city center so they walk around and don't have to drive.
You for that. You live in the dorms, all your friends.
I don't know. I don't get it.
You can walk down the street to the next dorm to see your friends. There's thousands of people within a few city blocks. Your school is there, your food is there, everything's there, and those people are trained to live that way, and that's what they're comfortable with and what they're familiar with. They don't want to have to get in a car and go anywhere.
Mexican Spec's telling me he sent stuff. I'm sorry, I haven't got.
Face it, kids are lazy. It's more than that. You're trivializing the whole situation.
It's a different society.
Yeah.
Okay, here's one from Mexican Spec that's on Bring a Trailer. He wants to put this up to compare prices or something. Let me see what he brought up. Let's see what
$20,000. 302 powered 74 Ford Pinto runner.
Wow, 302. Look at the wheels on that. That's like off of aren't those wheels from like the, what do you call those things? The German Capri, Mercury Capri. I'm not sure. Single family in Arizona before it was acquired by seller in January 2019. Power comes from ATK High Performance 302 crate engine with a C4. Okay, so so those wheels are something newer. Okay, let's see if there's a picture under the hood. I want to see what that looks like with the 302 stuffed in there, because 302s are kind of long. The water pumps are long, and they don't fit in pintos real nice.
It's not refurbished.
I did a lot of radiators for these, and they were a tough job, but we used to do it. See, there it is, but they don't show the radiator.
Early original mileage car. with
And
a
it's got exhaust
big motor in it.
exhaust manifolds on it, so it fits in there nice like that. And exhaust manifolds, who cares?
That's
It's
Spanish.
so much power anyway. Okay, there is a video. Let's see if I can make the video play.
She's starting it up.
Where's the sound? I can't find the
The sound is turned off, babe.
I'm trying to find the sound because I'm a dummy. I don't know. It's turned up.
It's turned off.
Oh, you turned it off. Okay. Oh, okay. There's the radiator. I missed the radiator. That. Look at that. It sits at a normal height and everything, and it's. I kind of like this little video they have. Well, I don't know if I like that.
They're getting all icy with
Pictures
it.
of the trees. Yeah, look at my trees. I'm driving along some coastal road. Yeah, that somebody did a nice job on that. Okay, I'm going to play this again so I can see that. I'm going to try to stop it on the engine. Okay, let's see here. Better picture of the engine. Come on, better picture of the engine.
So easy, even a girl can drive it. That's right, Mexican spec.
Yeah, I don't know. It's some kind of little crossflow they put in there, and they moved the radiator far enough forward that it works well. Nice. It appears to be a clean installation, but okay. So now let me see if I can undo what I was doing because it went to it. I didn't.
Kitsy Fluff says a lot of seniors that can't drive anymore get depressed because they don't have access to community anymore. That can be a problem, Kitsy Fluff. But luckily,
it's sold.
Sold for 20.
Sold
for 20 grand. That's market value. Luckily, we're here and you're here. We don't have to be depressed because we have community.
Well, instead of
driving, talk about old cars, new cars.
Instead of driving around in cars, now we do this. And we look at cars.
I mean, we do drive our cars and we work
funny.
on cars. We do a lot of things together, even though we're not in the same place, right? We get to connect with car people easier than we ever would have. When I was growing up, it was really hard to connect with car people. They weren't nearby. They were working on different things. We didn't have the same interests, the same work schedules. It was really hard. Whereas now, like, I know where people will be. I know, like, I got to talk to Professor P tonight. I got to chat a little bit with, oh my God, No Name Nationals. John Wilburn.
John Wilburn, yeah.
I got to talk to Mexican Spec and Kevin Smith, all the names. I can't read all the names. And Bear Rose was here, and like a ton of people were here, right? And I get to do that in one night a week. I get to talk with all you guys, and I'm not depressed, even though I cannot drive cross country to see people. Like, I'd like to come and visit all these people. This is like, wow, what a great thing that we get to do this. It really is. It's a I don't know how to say it.
Very good. I'm not having a mobility scooter, not unless you put a big engine on it.
I would take it when I go to Walmart. I ride the scooter. It's too far to walk all the way to the back and across Walmart. It's a long walk. I've got spinal issues. Like, hey, I want to have a little bit of life still.
I ain't drunk yet. Yeah, look at this one. This one, Buddy Carfano sent in. Whoops, somehow I already botched that up. I punched a... Okay, so it's a 70 Super B that's obviously...
It's rough. Does it have a title? It looks like it's got all the glass in it.
Doesn't have a quarter panel.
Well, you can get those. You can get a quarter panel.
So it's...
Does it have frame rails and a title?
It says here, parts and collectibles. So let's see if I can...
Does it have the bumper and the front grille? Those things are pretty important.
Let's see what it says.
Scroll on down. The
I'm scrolling.
Oh, there it is.
Let's see, anything? Vehicle title, clean. So apparently he has it.
Yeah, they list the VIN number.
Had a 440. It was a 446 pack Dana 60. Well, you don't know if that's there anymore. I guess the 440 is not, but who knows about the Dana 60?
$6,000, there's no drivetrain.
So
But
there's
is the bumper and everything there? It's got the gauges.
well, the bumper's the rare part. It's a two-piece bumper. It's two big oval grills.
Hmm.
Those are probably gone. Yeah, it's a parts car. I mean, you might be
No,
able to
that
bring that
could be
back.
a base for a builder.
You might. Who's the guy in Washington? What's
Six
his name?
grand is a
What's the
big
guy's name in Washington
chunk of metals.
that gets cars like this and pieces them back together?
Oh, Heaven's Mopars.
Heaven's
Scott.
Mopars. Yeah, Scott at Heaven's Mopars. He puts stuff like that back together.
I could see somebody building this car.
Rough as a stucco bathtub. Oh man. So no mud on the title.
6,000 is too high. Yeah, there's no Bondo on the title. I think maybe 3 or 4. I don't know. There's a because trying to find all the other parts to put that together.
Oh, here's an expensive. Well, I don't know if it's expensive.
Yeah, someone's already used it as a parts car, and he's trying to sell the title. And 6 is too much, but maybe he figures if I offer it for 6, somebody will offer me 3, and then we'll settle on 4, and I'll make a bundle of money.
So I don't know. Is it? It's a lot of money. I don't know. I see stuff that's that price, and I can't afford any of it. So I just yeah, okay, nice car.
A car that old?
But somebody might be able to snap that right up. I don't know. I'm just going through the pictures.
New York.
It's
No, it's probably a Bondo sled.
Well, or they bought it somewhere else, took it there. I don't particularly like that body style, but see, I like the body style before that, like the 39 and the 40 Fords. These are okay. And they drive nicely. It's the last of the buggy spring cars. And they drive okay.
Yeah.
But they're
it looks like a really
but
nice
to me,
restoration.
that's the body style they used up through 48. And 49 is just so much better. You know, I don't know. That's just my opinion.
The cars from the 40s are really only good for like movie cars and car shows.
I sure like
you
that.
wouldn't want to drive one probably.
Sure like that. Well, you know, when I drive my car right now, the Zed Sled, it's still in my mind because of my age. It's still a newer car, but everywhere I go, I went just up the store, like a couple, not very far away, and I'm pulling out, and there's a guy stopped by the police, and he's sitting there in a car, police behind him writing a ticket or something. He's sitting there, he's got his window open, he's sitting there like that. So I go by, he goes, "Hey, I like your car." So everywhere I go, what's something?
Nothing.
Okay. So everywhere I go, I get comments about that car, and I think about it. Yeah, it's 47 years old, and to a lot of people would think, I guess that's an older car. Just, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Okay.
Just keep going. Pretend like it's not there, because it's
So-
not. The front, at least, is the Karate Kid car, says Mexican Spec. Yeah, there were a couple of cars that he polished. Wax on, wax off. Because waxing your car is how you get good at karate.
So
We are at 3.5 hours.
we're at 3.5 hours.
I don't know about you, but I don't
this
know
one-
if I
okay.
can afford any more of this streaming. These
So-
kilobits are killing me.
So let's little recap here.
All right.
We had our suggestion was cars for sale, and I didn't think that was going to go over well, but I feel like we had a good time doing this.
I hope you guys did.
And
I did. I'm
but
gonna-
Carfano, real cars have metal bumpers. Yeah. So anyway, next week we have already talked about this last week. Our next week says, Kim wrote this down, cars for sale. Next week, station wagons. I would include this car as a station wagon. This car is a station wagon as
Two-door
well.
wagon?
2-door. I don't care if they have 2 doors or 4 doors or 10 freaking doors.
Surprise
I don't care.
us.
But,
Impress us with your man. We could have gone on this cars for sale thing.
Okay,
I think it's
okay.
too wide of a
I know you don't like that, but can you look up Raptor wagon and see what that is?
I've done it too many times.
Okay.
I'm done with this.
Okay.
It's a bot account.
It's not.
No. So
So anyway,
wagons.
yeah, we're gonna do station wagons next week. Uh, what is this? Pitts. I had a 87 Euro sport wagon. I had one of those, and it was a rust bucket in Ohio. I always wanted one. I really always wanted one, and I bought it because it still had a nice interior. It was a wagon with a console and a shifter down here. Always wanted one. Had it for a very short period of time because it was so bad.
Tava
But I
sent us
got to
one
drive
last
it for a
morning.
while. But I got to drive it for a while.
Tava, we're gonna do it
So I do.
because it's gonna cost a lot of money.
Oh.
It could cost tens of thousands of dollars for
I
all
can
these
tell-
kilobits.
I can tell Kim's getting tired.
You're worth it. You're worth it. Guys, we're worth it. Right? It costs a little bit of money. It takes a little extra work. I mean,
So what's this?
who else
Oh.
is going to do it for
Oh,
us?
oh, what is that?
Whoa! That's the donor car.
That's the car he took the top off of.
Put
it.
that on Bring a Trailer for $6,000. Somebody want a
So-
good restoration
So
candidate.
Tavo needed a top for his Valiant, and I assume that's where he got it.
You would be right.
Tavo says, yes, that Gemini body also came. Is it Gemini or Gemini? Body also came with a back seat and windows. Yeah, I love little panel trucks, so I really like that one. Oh, it says, I think this topic worked well enough. I'm just kind of hurting.
I'm hurting too, Olive.
She was going the first 2 hours, and now she's hurting.
I
So
feel
we're
it.
gonna have to wrap it up because we're 3.5 hours into this. It's been really good. Had a good crowd in here tonight. Had now it's a stucco bathtub. So next week, station wagons.
Yeah, and we will be back. I will be tomorrow. We'll be talking more with Slant Daily Garage
Oh yes, that day the garage
and
will be
Dallas
on.
Brown. Maybe they can give us some pointers on how to set up the class for the 6 cylinders at No Name Nationals this year. We will probably be streaming live on Thursday from the shop. We'll start probably around 10. That seems to be a good time. He'll put up a notifications for that. We will probably be talking to John Wilburn on Friday nights some more. Although that we will not necessarily be like live on his channel, we'll be in the chat with you guys if you like to do that, do that sort of thing. And then Saturday night, once again, we will be streaming live, probably starting around 9 or 10 o'clock at night, trying to get something done in the shop. Right now, we have his car back in the shop.
Back in the shop.
Last night, while he was working on the taillights, I disassembled the air conditioning system, and we've run into some problems. We also got some new equipment in. We got a air conditioning cycling machine, a vacuuming pump, a reclaiming tank. We got a bunch of stuff going on. So I'm sure we'll be busy working, but we'll also be there to chit-chat, see how your week went, and entertain you some on a Saturday night. So it's like nonstop here.
So before everybody bails,
They're already gone.
they're already leaving. So I want to say good night. So good night, everybody. See, I used this hand this night, so I didn't.
Thanks
pop-
to our
so I didn't
moderators. You're
pop-
learning.
I didn't
Thanks
pop-
to our moderators and everybody who commented and sent pictures tonight. We love you. Thank you for
So I
doing
didn't
that.
whap Kim in the face. I
Quit
used this
hitting
hand.
me in the face.
Okay, so
I'm not touching you. 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 Thanks, everybody. We'll be back on next Tuesday as well. So don't stop believing.